Yes, guys. Oh, didn't change the setting again. There we go. Cool. Oh, before I even do this, have we got the right microphone? I think we do. Chat, have we got the right mic, or is it using the webcam one again? Because it tried to fuck me over last time. Let me know, guys. But big up to every single one of you that's in here anyway. Smash the likes, all of that crap. We're back for another match preview. And yeah, just quickly. Is audio good? Audio good? Everything good? Anything? Let me just double check quickly. Testing 1 2 1 2. Yeah. That should be clear. Right. Big up everybody. Big up every single one of you. Bless my guys. Appreciate it. We are back, and Chelsea are finally back. Thank the good lords. Like, we've been saying this throughout the last couple of streams that I am so sick to death of this extended international break. It has been fucking draining. It's just been 2 weeks of will we send Jadon Sancho back or not on repeat. We could send him back. We might not. We could do. We might not. We could do. We might not. Now I don't have to hear this shit anymore. Thank the Lord. We can actually just talk about football. And it's our favourite fixture of the season. Chelsea versus Tottenham. What usually a guaranteed 3 points. And for this fixture as well, especially the way Tottenham have been this season, there is no way it could be anything other than a straight arse kicking. There's no way. I'm expecting a 3-0, maybe a 3-1, bozo moments at the back and everything like that. I'm expecting us to absolutely walk through them. But we're going to talk all things Chelsea Spurs. We're also going to talk about a couple of Matt Law quotes I've seen come out from, I think, the London is Blue podcast. There's been a few transfer discussions on there that we're going to talk about as well. And sadly, we're going to have to talk about the Lavia situation because he's injured again. He's injured again, chat. I don't even know how he's done it this time. I really don't. But fucking hell. He's out again. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about everything. So yeah, big up every single one of you. Hit the like, subscribe. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to H. Shout out to Jez. Big up, bro. Hey, I might send the link out later. So if you're about, I'll drop it over to you. Big up, my guy. I actually didn't even shout any Spurs fans for this preview because I didn't really see the point. I won't front. I've never seen such a mismatch in this fixture in, would I say my whole time watching Chelsea? Would I say my whole time? Maybe Villas-Boas. A man said he's not watched a game since January. Fucking hell. Fair enough, man. I could never detach from that just because, it's part of the job and everything. But, yo, fair fucking play. Fair play. Yeah, pull up. I'll just drop you the link. If you want to pull up. Fuck it. It'll be a barrel of laughs anyway and all of that shit. Zedel says, genuinely, what do we do with Lavia? I will star that and I'll come back to it in a little second. Big up. Man said since sorry. Nah. Sorry, that was when Spurs were actually good. That was when Poch was a good manager and everything. And he actually bopped us off the park nearly every time we played them. Unless it was at the bridge. But no, that was when Spurs were good. Big up Issa. Big up Mark. I mean, no, I'm talking about a bigger disparity between the two sides. I don't think there is one compared to now. Just because I don't think I've seen Spurs be this terrible. Spurs have always been shit to okay, but bottle jobs. They've never been good enough, but this is especially bad. Man are joint 16th. These man are joint 16th in the table. Deep that. These guys have 44 points in their last 38 games. These guys only have 2 wins against the top 10. And they have 1 win against the top 8. They're bad. They're fucking bad even for their standards. Deep hits. These guys they're below United. They're below Manchester United. A man want to tell me be concerned or be worried about this game? No. I will be so... I am not listening to a crumb of negativity for this game. No scaremongering whatsoever. There is no way anybody is not looking at this game and thinking W. There is no way. No way on earth. It will be exact. See, even you're expecting a victory, and I'll be so real. Like, you are the most pessimistic guy I've seen on the channel in a minute. Big up to you still, man. Big up to you, brother. But yeah, I agree. If we don't win, I dare them. I dare them. This is like the Conference League vibes for me. I dare you don't win. I dare you don't win. Because the way they play, their form, the state of the squad, injuries, the record at the bridge, the record in this derby, every single thing plays to our advantage. So, H, I completely agree with you. It's more embarrassing if we don't win. Facts. Frosty says Lavia's the understudy of Reece James. I mean, to be honest, Reece James has actually probably been more fit. Like, he's been fit for a couple months now at this point. So, yo, maybe he could learn a little bit more, innit? The way he could learn maybe he could learn a little bit more. Van der Ven is back, though. Whoop-de-doo. That brother gets injured every time he plays us anyway. I don't care. I'm not fussed. And anyway, the way that they play, who cares? You can still catch him out on transition anyway. 19th place Ipswich. I know this is like the number one thing any Maresca hater comes up with. Oh, we lost to Ipswich. We lost to Ipswich. Disassi is not here to be played at right back over our right backs and targeted. So I am not concerned about Tottenham because we lost to Ipswich. I'm not concerned about Ipswich because we lost to Ipswich. And ultimately, like, the 3 games that we have coming up is kind of another opportunity for us to get back into winning form. Yeah, Daniel, come on, bro. You know what it is with me and you anyway. It's never anything serious. Never, ever take anything I say as like a serious, like, dig at you pause. It never is. Yeah, so big up, man. You know what it is, bro. Come on. I've known you for like years or some shit. But yeah, I've just lost my train of thought. The next 3 games that we have coming up is a brilliant opportunity for us to consolidate top 4. It's a brilliant opportunity. We are playing 3 teams in the bottom half of the table. I've already spoken about Brentford. Brentford away is going to be the tougher London derby of the week, but their home form ain't really as dangerous as it was first half of the campaign. They have 1 home win all season. 1 home win. And then Ipswich at home. Like, I'll be so real, the team talk should just have the reverse fixture on the screen. And then just have Maresca pointing to it and saying, you're not going to respond to that. You're not going to respond to that. We lost to this shit Ipswich team. You lot ain't going to go respond. That game, I demand the 4-0 minimum. There needs to be a beat down, a fucking beat down when we play Ipswich, just so we could just fucking forget that shit reverse fixture. Pisses me off even whenever it gets brought up, because, like, regardless of my thoughts on Maresca, I still am fucking embarrassed by that result. 2-0 to fucking Ipswich, and it's all because we played the sassy right back. I know, man, are going to say we got an unfair penalty and everything, and I understand that, but they still targeted the sassy to get there when we had 3 fit right backs. But here we are. Here we are. Every game from now till the end of the season. Yo, I don't even think the biggest Maresca in guy could give you that. That ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen still. Yo, AC, yo, it's warm in my room. I'll say that. It's warm in my room. But yeah. Yeah, I'll be so real. And I kind of need to open the windows and everything. But I've already started the live, so here we are. Here we are. What else is everybody saying, though? Man, I want to talk Lavia, so let's talk about the Lavia situation. Zedel already said earlier, like, what do we do with Lavia? What we do is, honestly, we just wait. Unfortunately, that's the situation that we're in. We just wait. There's nothing more that we can do. Like, I'll be so real. I'm not listening to anybody that tells me sell Lavia. I'm not listening to it. Because number one, especially from me personally, because I want to be consistent myself. I have always said to you guys, always, if a player is injury prone, but they can show me levels as soon as they come back into the team and they don't need time to like readjust and like get sharpness and everything, I'll give you patience. I will give you patience. That patience is given to Reece James because he will always come back and he will always show me levels. Lavia, he will come back and he will show me levels immediately. He gets the same energy from me. If anything, he should probably get more of that energy because he's nowhere near the wages that Reece James is on anyway. Reece James is on 250k a week. Lavia is on 45k a week. This is just very, very fucking unfortunate. And it's like, I don't know what to say about it. I don't know what to say about this one. We've had an extended international break. I don't think he came off the bench against Arsenal. Or was he even on the bench? I don't know. Like, and he's 21 years old. When we shouldn't really be writing him off as injury prone in general. Oh, he did come off the bench. Okay, so he had a couple minutes off the bench, about 10 or so minutes. Thanks, chat. Big up, my guys. Big up. So he's had 10 minutes, an extended international break, and he's got injured again. It's like, fuck, really? But that's just the energy that I have for it. It's just really got hurt again. Fucking hell. Can't be asked. But I'll be completely honest. If you tell me right now that we could have him fit for the remaining 5 games of the season, I'm taking that and I'm running. I'm taking that and I'm running. Those are the games I really give a shit about. When we've got Liverpool home, Newcastle away, United at home. I know it's United, but our record against them. And Nottingham Forest, that's when I need Lavia ready. That's when I really fucking need him ready. Tottenham, don't care. Brentford, I mean, it would be nice, but don't really care. Ipswich, don't give a shit. Don't care. Don't care at all. Get him ready for Liverpool. Get him ready for the Liverpool game again. And like, if we can have him fit for the last 4 games, take that and run to the hills. And then next season, we have our depth. Andre Santos returns. Asugo's part of the squad. Maybe Ugo Chukwu's kept. Maybe he's sold. God knows. But we will actually have midfield depth. So we won't have to worry about whether Lavia's fit or not. Then, like, there's a lot less pressure on him. Get ready when you're ready and everything. And we don't really have to stress too much about it. Right now, my biggest problem is just more, not even Lavia. I'm thinking Enzo. I'm thinking Caicedo. These guys are going to be playing game in and game out, and especially Caicedo. Man is 1 yellow away from a 2-game suspension. That's my real worry. And again, when it comes down to that, I'm looking back at recruitment and I'm saying, why did you not recall Ugo Chukwu when we were all asking to do it? Why? I'm not even saying this brother's going to show me levels, but he could do me a job for a couple games. Like, take a bit of the workload away from the likes of Caicedo, a bit of the workload away from the likes of Enzo. And then we could have worked from that. Yeah, 3 games and Caicedo's good. 3 games. And, like, I'd assume they're games that we should be dominating. Like, and maybe Spurs will, like, give us a little bit more of a test possession base-wise, just based on the way that they play. But, yeah. Like, we should be dominating possession in the other 2 games, which should minimize the amount of opportunities Caicedo might get to potentially get a booking. And if we can get through those 3 games, great. Let's hope Lavia's fit by then. Let's hope so. But if anybody's saying sell Lavia, no, I don't agree at all. This guy comes back into the team and he balls out nearly every single time. I was arguing with some idiot on Twitter earlier talking about, oh, look at all of his errors leading to goal and everything. Like, what are we talking about? Like, if you want to do the stats thing, he has one error leading to a goal, and I think that was Bournemouth. I think it was. There was a Newcastle goal where he got turned as well in the build-up to, I think, Isak's goal at the bridge. But same energy. I don't care. I don't give a damn. Because I watch football with my eyes and I only need stats to like just help make my points. It doesn't define my points. I watch Lavia. There isn't a single midfielder I rate at Chelsea in the first phase of play like I do Romeo Lavia. There isn't a single midfielder that I believe is more press resistant at our club than Romeo Lavia. Not a single one. In the first phase, this brother is priceless. He is straight priceless. So people can miss me with the errors leading to goal garbage. Because what I see from him when he plays is good enough. My problem is just, let's get the availability up, please. Let's get the availability. But, hey, he wouldn't have had these hamstring injuries if we didn't have to rush him back for 30 minutes to beat Roy Hodgson's Crystal Palace, eh? Thank you very much, mate. Thank you very much. It is what it is. But, yeah, smash the likes, my guys. Big up every single one of you. Smash the likes. What's the rest of the chat saying on the whole Lavia situation? How did he get injured this time? We don't know. We don't know. We weren't told. No one told us what happened. It's just a setback. Maresca said he was doing better than 1 or 2 days ago. He suffered a small problem. So we will see in the next hours. Will they even tell us what happened? I don't know. I don't know. What else is the chat saying? There's a few more that I wanted to see. A shout out, Couch Critic. Appreciate you, man. Love every time. Hope everything's good. I haven't seen you in a minute. Big up, my guy. Big up to Jamie Phillips. Big up, bro. I see you on Monsters channel all the time, man. Big up, my G. Big up. Do you realize if City, Newcastle, Brighton win, then we're 7th? And if we don't beat Spurs on Brentford, fucking hell, man. Look at this scaremongering, bruv. No, if we don't win our games and then this and this happens and this happens, we're going to be 9th. How about if we just win our game? Because we're acting like all 3 of those teams are going to win their games too, man. Brighton have Aston Villa. That game isn't a guarantee. Newcastle have Brentford. That isn't a guarantee. The only guarantee is City and Leicester. That's a guarantee. Shout out to M. Hussein too. Sorry, I didn't see your super chat. Big up, my guy. I'm not even like Maresca out or in. If we get 5th, are you Maresca in or out, since that would be UCL? And if out, then who would you want to be a replacement? Okay, so I don't think I'm going to be Maresca out. I really don't for this season. It depends on how the run-in goes, but unless I see a whole heap of stupidness, I doubt it, because I think we've improved on a lot of metrics this season. And I think a lot of it has come down to just not utilizing the last 2 transfer windows. I've said when Poch was here, we improved on the team that finished 12th, and we just didn't show it in the table until May. Under Maresca, you could barely argue that we've improved the team. You could only say maybe the wings, and like Neto hasn't been a direct improvement, partly because we haven't had a box striker, but that again comes down to recruitment. Sancho, I'd argue, is an improvement, but that's just him. The goalkeepers, there's not been any change. You could argue the centre-backs have gone down because Thiago Silva's left and you've brought in Tosin, and we already know the situation with the midfield and not bringing in loan players, and the whole striker situation too. So I doubt I would be Maresca out at any point regardless. But if man are going to tell me Maresca gets sacked, the miss me with any project managers. Miss me with that at this point. Do not sack him after this season and then tell me to back another project manager. You go and get me a win now manager. You go and get me an Ancelotti. You go and get me maybe a Xavi, for example, someone who's actually proven themselves to win a trophy. That I could listen to. I could listen to that. But honestly, I wouldn't sack him. I wouldn't sack him unless you are bringing me a manager that is going to win me trophies next season, guaranteed. Guaranteed or near guaranteed. That's the only way. The only way for me. So, yeah. So it isn't just Maresca or die from me. I'm not saying that. But if you're going to sack him after this season, do not bring me another project manager. don't do it. Because what's the fucking point? So, yeah. You go and get me a proven coach. A genuine proven coach. Oh, every damn day. Every day. Every day. Come on, bro. I like Thomas Tuchel coming back to the Chelsea. Yes, immediately. Immediately. Fucking right now, mate. I know I'm winning trophies with him. I know that's the case. That he is one of the best cup managers in the world. Run me that. Inzaghi, I'll listen to Inzaghi too. That's fine. That's completely fine. Simeone, I don't mind, but hey, I thought he played. Some man will say he plays boring football though. Hey. See, the maddest thing is Iraola, I rate too. I rate Iraola too. That's the thing. Like, he might be an anomaly for me still, but same way, like, I would ideally want a proven manager, like a genuine proven manager in terms of trophies. Because what is the point? What is the point of sacking this manager when it's not been anywhere near a car crash this season? It's not been. So, hey. Yo, shout out JJ. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, bro. What else everybody's saying? Then get a few more of the quotes in. I said jinxing our game against Spurs. Bro, there's no jinx when it comes to Tottenham. Tottenham are shit. But big up, man. Lavia's played 14 games in the 20 months he's been at. This is the stuff Monts brought up early. Is my mic off? Fucking bullshit. I muted my own mic. What an idiot. Oh, fucking idiot. There we go. Testing 1 2 1 2. Calm. What a moron. Yeah, myself. Yeah, only played 45 minutes more. Only played more than 45 minutes 7 times. He's not completed a single 90 minutes. Not surprised. We rushed him back for one game against Crystal Palace, and all he's had is hamstring injuries that we've had to like nurture since then. I'm not shocked. The whole stuff about him not playing a single 90 minutes, I don't care about. The only stat in that I'm really a bit iffy about is him playing 14 games in 20 months. There's nothing good about that at all. Nothing good at all about that. But in terms of everything else, I just put that down to us trying to ease him back into the team. You're not going to throw him in and have him immediately play 90 minutes off the back. You're not going to do that. The wages are low too, but then Andre Santos. Yo, shout out Andre Santos. I ain't going to think anything of that. Shout out Santos. 45 million to just break even on the books. Why would you... Alexis, yo, you're preaching to the choir. I wouldn't even entertain selling him anyway. Like, I think a lot of it is just, honestly, it's just reactionary. It was just reaction. It wasn't muted. My mic went black. Like, what the fuck? Usually when it goes black, it's muted, but... maybe not then. Maybe not. Good. I'm glad it weren't muted then. Let's go. Big up, my guys. Big up. Maresca top 4 and Conference League better than Tuchel's second. Incredibly shameless. Incredibly shameless. Yo, big up, Mo. I can't co-sign that one still. I can't, man. I can't. I respect the prop, but I can't do that. I can't. How's the Zerbi doing? I heard did I hear that he was linked to a couple days ago? I completely forgot, but I saw him linked to, like, was it an Italian club? I think it might have been Milan. I think I might have seen him linked to AC Milan. I'm not sure. What opinions on Jackson left wing, Sancho 10 and Palmer right? Jackson's not going to be playing left wing. Matt Law came out and said, where was it? And the London is Blue podcast, he said that he doesn't see a scenario where Jackson moves out onto the left, and he doesn't think that Jackson would accept that. He even talks about Chelsea potentially accepting a good bid for Nico Jackson if the offer came out, which I think would be pretty crazy for someone that you've just given a 2-year extension for. But I also understand that basically everybody has a price at Chelsea. And Jackson would obviously be included. Even the likes of Palmer and Caicedo probably have a big-ass fucking price tag on their heads, but they have a price tag. So I wouldn't be shocked on that. Yo, it's because I opened my window. That's why, man. It's because I opened my window. Sancho Gittins news, fake. Or not fake, just don't believe anything's going to come of it anyway. Like, they couldn't afford Sancho last summer. Why are they going to be able to afford him now? We'd probably ask the same amount than what United asked for him. So it was AC Milan. That's it. Yeah. I think it was you that told me that. Yeah, De Zerbi and Allegri. De Zerbi would be a good move for you guys. Very good move for you guys. Allegri, like, I don't know if he's still at the same level. I don't know. So I ain't going to comment too much on that one. But yeah, back to the Tottenham-Chelsea game. Where did we go? We're doing opposition analysis. So like we said, 14th place in 29 games or joint 16th. Tottenham are shit. Tottenham are straight shit. They usually are, but this season has been an incredible level of shit from them. Andrew's style of play, we already know, clearly doesn't suit Tottenham, and he doesn't know how to adapt, which means Spurs are very piss easy to deal with, especially for the way that we like to play. Because Maresca came out at the press conference, says he does like Chelsea playing direct football. It's just a lot of teams don't allow us to do it because they drop back. They play more defensively minded, and they're a lot more compact in the box because they know we can't really cross to anybody. So you just keep us passing the ball around and trying to open up little gaps within the defense. But they don't play like that. They play high up. They play attacking minded. So they leave insane spaces in behind for us to counter. That would allow us to see the more direct Chelsea. This would be the sort of game that I would hope a Jackson, a Noni, a Palmer would come into, and they would be relishing this sort of match. Relishing it. The midfield structure is a mess. Like, the midfield struggles under the press, and they just have one lone DM getting dragged around the place. And they've also had their own injury issues this season, although I think a lot of those players have come back. With that in mind, they're still losing Danso. They're still losing Kulusevski, which, I mean, is probably a big knock for them, to be honest. Like, Danso's got recovery pace, and Kulusevski's arguably been their best forward this season. Although I was on Hotspur Cave yesterday, and what's his name? What's the guy's name? Mr. Box Office. Man like Mr. Box Office was telling me that Kulusevski's actually hella overrated. So who knows? Maybe we're wrong on that one. But regardless, the way Tottenham play should be perfect for us. Should be perfect. And that's before you even talk about the whole mental aspect of Tottenham going to Stamford Bridge, which they always despise. Always despise. Like, if you ask a Tottenham fan what one of their biggest to list off their biggest moments as a Tottenham fan, or their greatest moments, one of them is just winning at our ground. Just winning. And this is why I continuously tell people, this is not a rivalry. This is not a war. This is pest control. Word to the Daleks, bruv. Word to the Daleks. This is not serious. You ask a Tottenham fan that is any age below 30 what one of their best memories are following Spurs is watching them win at the Bridge. Watching them get that one victory at Stamford Bridge. Oh, when Dele Alli took that ball down from Eric Dyer and all of that shit. What a moment and all of that bullshit. The mental aspect doesn't favour Tottenham. Their head-to-head doesn't favour Tottenham. Their record at the Bridge doesn't favour Tottenham. Their form doesn't favour Tottenham. Player by player doesn't favour Tottenham. Even manager for manager doesn't favour Tottenham. Nothing favours them at all. Nothing favours them at all. So, don't you dare lose. But you won't anyway. You won't anyway. I couldn't be more optimistic for a game just because I know what this fixture is about. Tottenham know what this fixture is about. All of the Tottenham fans just want this shit over with. They want this game finished. They'd rather just skip 48 hours and just see what the scoreline was at the end of it. That's all they care about. I said I did a preview of Jacob on Casually. Shout out Casually. Swear, of course. Like, I shout out Jacob. Like, he's always trying to be the optimistic Spurs fan, but I don't know where you find optimism this season. I don't know where. I said, but I don't trust Maresca. Do you trust Tottenham? Do you trust Tottenham more? Like, cool, don't trust Maresca and all of that. Whatever, innit? But Tottenham? Them? Do you trust them more? You got to remember what you're dealing with as well. Like, even if they have a good game, they're bottle jobs. How are we 2-0 down at their own ground and nobody in the away end is shook? Nobody in the away end is shook. The entire away end is just saying, let's get one goal. Let's get one goal back. One goal back and we're good. As soon as Sancho scored, everyone was expecting a victory. Expecting one. Because that's what this rivalry is. We just win. That's just it. So yeah, don't trust Maresca all you want, but really? For Tottenham? Really? Yeah, man, it does go both ways. It goes both ways. Man, I don't trust Maresca, but I trust fucking Tottenham Hotspur in their worst form in modern day football to go and get a result at the worst ground for them to play in. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Like, what are we doing? I say I'm just here for the Lavia fanboy meltdown. I don't even think anybody's melting down, though. I don't trust Spurs. You know that? Well, there you are then. You should be optimistic for the game. I said we were playing different then. Again, real gems. Here's what you have to understand. A lot of teams sit back against us, which is why we aren't able to play with the same level of direct football that we did in the first half of the campaign. Tottenham don't play like that. Tottenham play a way that will allow us to play direct football. So even then, it's going to be a different brand of football. I'm saying, please don't jinx it. Brother, this isn't a jinx. Analyzing my thoughts on the game is not a jinx. It's not a jinx. Shout out to Richie Charles as well for the donation. Big up to you, my guy. Big up every single time. Hope you're good. Hope you're good, brother. And big up to the chat. Keep hitting the likes. Keep subbing. All of that crap. Big up every single one of you. Big up all of you, man. Against Fulham, we all know what happened. Yeah, but Fulham are doing better this season than Tottenham. So, don't really know what to say about that one. Marco Silva probably has more plans than, what's his name? Ange. Mr. High Line for Life and all of that shit. Come on. There is no reason to be shook for this one. Yeah, trust me, man. Like, imagine we were finished at that point in the campaign, by the way. We only turned up to draw against Tottenham and cost them the league title, and then we went and lost to Sunderland like 4 days afterwards. This is the one fixture that everybody just wakes up for. I don't get it. We just wake up for Tottenham. Every day it's like, okay, cool, yeah, this is how we're going to get the fans back on side. Just turn up against Spurs. Turn up against Spurs and we're all good. Just beat Tottenham. Just beat Tottenham and everything's calm. That's just it. That's just it. Of course. Of course. Of fucking course. If we do not win this game, my head's going to be on Pluto. I literally spoke earlier about how the next 3 games that we have coming back, and to be honest, the next 5. The next 5. We should be getting at least 4 wins out of our next 5. If we don't win this one, our favourite fixture, yeah, my head's going to be gone. It's going to be fucking gone. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted, man. Don't trust Maresca, don't trust Tottenham. 2 negatives equal a positive. But they can change their tactics and play low block. Dems, how to tell me that you don't watch Tottenham without telling me that you don't watch Tottenham? They can change their tactics and play low block. Why haven't they? Maybe they wouldn't be 15th or joint 16th. My brother, this is literally arguing for the sake of arguing. They can change their tactics and play low block. They have never done that under Ange. Never. Never. These men will do high line for life at the Etihad against Liverpool and like... And what, we think they're going to sit back against us? Come on, brother. One of the main reasons why so many people are Ange out is because he does not change. He refuses. We saw last season against a 9-man Tottenham. Did they play low block? No, brother. They played a high line with 9 players. And man want to tell me they'll change the tactics. No, they will not. No, they won't. No, they won't. In fact, let me see if I can find a photo of it. I'm sure there's a picture of it. Yeah, here we are. Man said, like, he could change their tactics against a 9-man. When they had 9 men, this is what they did. This is what they did. Do I even say anything? I'm going to sit down for a minute, enjoy my drink. I'll let you all deep that. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. Trust Prime. And you know what the worst part is? It took us to like the 75th minute to score against that. Yo, that game is probably the dumbest game I've ever seen. The dumbest match. We were speaking about it yesterday. Nicholas Jackson bagged the hat-trick and his stocks went down after that game because he was so bad before he got the hat-trick. We couldn't figure out how to break down that for a good 15 minutes. And then we were just missing our chances after that. And then we went 2-0 up, and that Satanist Maurizio Pochettino told Chelsea to drop back and to slow down the game. We only got the 3rd and 4th goal because Palmer said, fuck that, and hoofed the ball forward. Yeah, look, don't trust Enzo. I understand that, but like, why would you trust Spurs more? Why? Yo, Brian, yeah, we got away with so much in that game. Like, the offside goal that could have made it 2-0. I thought we were going to lose 6-0 at that point. Then the 2 dumb red cards. Then the pass. I mean, then the dire offside goal from when we made it 2-1. It was a fucking mess. You are not acknowledging how bad we are playing. And we had like 1 loss in our last 5 or 6. And again, a lot of those teams were teams that sat back. Tottenham will not sit back. Like, I will listen to pessimism if I understand the logic behind it. I don't understand any of this logic. The logic that Ange will suddenly change his tactics for the first time in about nearly 24 months doesn't make sense. The fact that we're playing badly against teams that like to drop back, but we're playing a team that doesn't drop back, doesn't make any sense. None of this makes any sense. Just say you don't trust Maresca like the other guy did and just keep it stepping. Like, whatever. I ain't even going to argue that one down too much. That's your opinion. That's your opinion. But, like, bro, I don't know what we're talking about. We're just finding ways to be miserable. I swear down. Swear down. You see, there's another one. No way we win tomorrow. I can't be bothered. You, man, just hit the likes, innit? Just hit the likes. Big up to every single one of you, man. Big up. Even the guys that I'm disagreeing with, big up to every single one of you, because it's all just a conversation and it's all just football at the end of the day. We're all Chelsea. We're all Chelsea. So no hard feelings or anything like that. I just completely disagree. Completely disagree. Any Maresca quotes worth talking about? Oh yeah, speaking of that one, there's a whole direct one. You are not watching the same team friendly. What do you mean? You're not watching the same... I don't even understand that, to be honest. But yo, big up, man. No, I feel them, man. Whether we agree or disagree, it's all Chelsea. Here's what it is. Here's what it is. I don't agree with the whole overly negative stuff, but I ain't gonna like hate people for it. The only thing I hate is pot revisionism. Don't piss me off with that shit. But bar all of that, like I don't care. It's all just a conversation. It's all a conversation. Like I say, we ain't no echo chamber. We ain't no echo chamber. I'll listen to your opinions, whether I agree or disagree with them. So Enzo said, no matter who is playing, we want to be direct and quick when they press higher. We cannot be direct and quick if they sit back, which is, again, what I was trying to reference as well. In our last 3 home games, they've all been games with every player behind the ball. When you have players who love to run in behind, it is easier. That's just it. Oh, no hate or friendly. Yeah, come on, man. Come on, bro. Yeah, look, fine, it's whatever. I'm just saying, like, trust Spurs less. Trust Spurs less. But yeah, like, that's been the thing. Most teams have tried to attack us first half of the campaign. They've given us space to work with. Second half of the campaign, people are sitting back. Now, if we had a striker with box presence, it wouldn't be as much of a problem because we could just cross the ball to them. But we can't. So we get stuck in the shoehorn of death. On Jadon Sancho, he says, you'll probably have more news than me in terms of Jadon. His situation does not change. It's exactly the same. You can do better in terms of numbers, no doubt, but it is not only Jadon. I do not need to give Jadon a message. I speak with him every day, but he needs to continue to give his best. That's what we want from Jadon. So he says he can do better in terms of numbers. Sounds like he's still asking for risks. So I don't know what's not translating onto the pitch then, because he seems very risk averse. But hey, whatever. On injuries, Palmer's back, Noni is better, Nico is better. They are all good, very good. Different wording for Noni and Nico. I won't look too much into it, but I said Palmer is back. Oh no, he said he's better, Noni is better, Nico's better. They should all be okay then. They should all be okay. They're all good, very good. We've said many times it's a game for players, and when they are not there, you struggle. This has happened with us this season. Now it is good to finish with all of them. Max Tappin tweet. What's Max said? Oh, that's perfect, actually. Yeah, I'll bring that up in a little sec. Bro, I haven't got my window open and it is baking in here. I won't front. It's fucking baking. And you know what? It's good to feel a little bit of, like, heat, you know. Bar Lavia, it's Mark Hiu. Mark Hiu. Do I see us progressing with Maresca's tactics genuinely? We'll find out next season in terms of progressing to being title contenders. In terms of top 4, yes. In terms of the title, I don't know. Because like, how many profiles are we still screaming out that we need? It's not like we've given Maresca everything and he's not working. It's like we can clearly see what we've lacked. A couple weeks ago, we lacked a centre-back with the pace of Fofana. We lack a direct Lavia replacement, and we lack a striker with box presence. And we've seen how much that's impacting us. So, like, I think the jury's still out on that question, personally. And that's the best way to say. You know, damn well we ain't winning the title under this ownership. No, I don't. No, I don't. And neither do you. Neither do you. Like, on cancelling the player's day off in the break, it's nothing since I joined the club. I always decide high standards. Not many players here and a day off after. Sometimes it's normal. I didn't allow this, so we decided to train. It's nothing that deep. On finishing the season well. Since day one, they are giving everything. Word to Graham Potter and all that. The attitude has always been top every day and even in the last week because they know how important it is from now on. Every game becomes important. We have 9 games to go and hopefully we can catch well. Again, not really anything. Is there anything I can actually get from these quotes? Having more control this time around against Spurs, he said part of the problem was we conceded with an unfortunate mistake. Overall, we played a good game. I think second half was a lot better. A lot better. And how crucial a win with Spurs would be. Yeah, it's nothing that deep. Yo, 40 degrees. That's my kind of weather, but I'd have all the windows like massively open and everything. I'd probably have a fan underneath here and everything. But that's my kind of weather. I've been saying I want heat waves. The last 2 summers in England stunk. They were shit. Barely any like hot weather. You just get the same like early to mid-20s in the day and then straight back to being cold in the evening. Dead. Fucking dead. I said Arsenal didn't low block. If you're talking about at the Emirates, well, we didn't have any of our starting forwards bar Sancho. That might have been the worst forward line that I've seen us put out all season. So that don't really apply when we're missing the players that like playing transitional football, like Jackson and like Noni and like Palmer. So yeah. I think these owners interviewed Luis Enrique and chose Maresca. No, they chose Poch. Enrique was at PSG when we chose Maresca. They interviewed Luis Enrique and they chose Poch. But again, I want to say people would have been annoyed about the first season of Enrique for very similar reasons as to why they're annoyed about the first season under Maresca. I'm going to be so honest with you. I heard the same criticisms for Enrique as recently as 4 months ago. 4 months ago. So I'm not going to act like the fan base would have just taken to Enrique too. They say the same thing. They say the exact same thing. Shout out to Benny. I think I will be. I'll let you know. I'll let you know. Are you at the game? Actually, no, I don't even know if you're back in England yet. Don't even know if you're back in England. Enrique wins stuff, bro. Again, you're not listening to the argument. The argument is like he'd still have to change the style of play for the squad from a pressing system to a possession-based system. And while that happened, there would still be very similar complaints. Very, very similar complaints. So that's more my point. That is more my point. Right, let me get this Max tweet up. Because I wanted to go through a few of the things that was mentioned on the London is Blue podcast before this. One of Petrovic or Sanchez is being sold. He added to that by saying, where is it? Penders isn't getting sold, no chance. Jorgensen isn't getting sold after 1 year. So out of Petrovic or Sanchez, one of them is going to get sold and one will end up as one of the first 2 goalkeepers. AKA, we know who is leaving. We know who is leaving. It's Robert Sanchez. It just has to be by any means necessary. He should not get a single minute. He should not get a single minute when the season ends. He shouldn't even play now, to be honest, but I already know it's pointless trying to campaign for that. So just next season. Next season, Petrovic, Jorgensen, and keep it stepping. Keep it stepping. Club will only move for a goalkeeper if a superstar becomes available. Who counts as a superstar goalkeeper? If it's Donnarumma, like Donnarumma's all right, but he screams Bozo Gene. Mignon, I wouldn't say no to, but again, injury prone. And like Diogo Costa, I feel like he's just a name everybody brings up at this point. Like I doubt anybody like even like locks into like Porto like that. Chat, I don't think Petrovic gets sold. I don't think he gets sold. I doubt it. I really doubt it. The only way is like, maybe if we don't make UCL. But again, I think it will be Colwill and Noni that you see leave. I think it would be Colwill and Noni. Costa's good, but does the bozo thing sometimes. Fair enough. Unai Simon, I've heard good things about him. Chevalier, that's one that Steve keeps talking to me about. And I remember Maldini brought up another goalkeeper. John Garcia, I think his name is. John Garcia. Why do they doubt it? Why do I doubt it? Because if these men want to be successful, you keep our best goalkeeper. You keep our best goalkeeper. Selling Petrovic or selling Santos would send a massive statement that they're not serious to me. Selling either one of them. So that's why I doubt it. Do you want to be successful? Okay, then keep them. Keep them. Done. Sanchez is still starting to this day. I completely understand that one. They probably think Sanchez is good enough for top 4. They probably think he's just good enough for top 4. I don't even agree with that, to be honest, but there's no way they think he's good enough for a title. Oh, shit. Thank you, Daniel. Appreciate that, man. Big up, bro. I'm saying 3-1 because I think we'll concede the goal of some stupidness. We'll concede the goal of some dumb shit. Hermansen from Leicester was deemed too short and not good enough in the air. What's Mads Hermansen's height? He's 6'2". Philip Jorgensen. 6'3". Okay. It's like an inch difference, but okay. Robert Sanchez. 6'6". Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Just for... Actually, no, Mike Penders is probably still growing, and let me not even bother checking his height. Petrovic. 6'4". Yeah, you know what? Fair enough. That actually kind of matches out. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, Warrior, I think I've said 3-1 everywhere, but yeah, one or the other. 3-0 if we don't do anything stupid. Damn, so he missed out by an inch. That's peak. That is peak. Delap, Sesko, and Osimhen all on the list for strikers. That's another one that he added. He said Delap is definitely on the radar, not just of the manager, but the club like him as well. Then you've got Sesko, who also has a release clause, and he thinks Osimhen is still a possibility as well. I don't think that's completely off the table. You know exactly what we need to be doing. Don't piss me off. Go and get Osimhen. Go and get Osimhen. Go and get the proven goal scorer in multiple leagues. And, like, go get Delap as well if you want depth. I don't care. Go get him for depth. But, yeah. It's a guess, but I could see a scenario where Jackson gets sold this summer. I did touch on this earlier, where he said he does think Chelsea would entertain some sort of bid for him. Yeah, if someone came in with a good bid for Nico, they'd consider selling him. That is a guess. But even then, I think like a lot of players have a price tag at Chelsea, so I'm not surprised. Not really that surprised. I'd assume it would have to be a high price tag, though. A high price tag. Todd Bowley wants a multi-sport new Chelsea stadium. So something that could maybe take fucking NFL as well, then I'm guessing. Similar to Tottenham. Probably part of the reason why I think he's the one pushing for the Els Court move instead. Ownership situation is concerning and could come to a head this summer, with either side needing at least 1.5 billion to buy out. Oh, they're going to call us the £3 billion bottle jobs after that. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Pies, Santos, Penders, Petrovic, Mamadou Sarr all heading to the Club World Cup. We all already knew that anyway. Chelsea are privately pushing UEFA to help them receive an increased allocation for their Conference League away clash with Legia Warsaw next week after they were handed over only 742 tickets. But I swear I don't think there's an average for like away allocation that you have to give out. It might be 10%. UEFA away allocation. Yeah, it's 5%. They only have to allocate 5%. And we only gave them, I think, 1,000 tickets. I only gave them about 1,000 tickets. Even then, I think that's a bit too low for that anyway. No, so we've both taken the piss then. Yeah, we've both taken the piss out of each other. Yeah, hold that. It's what it is. I'll be so real, I don't really have an opinion for it. I know there's a lot of Chelsea fans that I know who go home and away that are annoyed about the 700 allocation, but I feel bad for them. They can't get to go to Warsaw. Shit, I feel bad for you, innit? It's peak. It's peak, but I think the same energy is going the other way. I don't think we're giving Warsaw a lot of away tickets too. I think they're only getting like a K. I think they're only getting 1,000. So not fast. Not fast. Yeah, it's going to be mad high loyalty points for that one. Insane loyalty points. Like, you'd have to have done nearly every match for that one. But I just find it difficult to, like, feel any way about it because I was never planning on going anyway. But I do empathize with the Chelsea fans that were trying to go and will probably struggle to get tickets now because of it. It is a fuckery. It is a fuckery. But shit. This is probably what some of the worldwide Chelsea fans think when we're moaning about ticket prices and everything. And they're like, yeah, I feel for you, but yeah, don't really impact us like that. This must be how it feels, isn't it? Oh, fucking hell, man. Their stadium capacity is 31K. Yeah, so it's less than that. It's much less than that. Don't sell Jackson to a Prem team. I wouldn't write that off with them, to be honest. I wouldn't write that off. Wouldn't write that off at all. Because we've seen we don't mind selling to English clubs. We don't care. We don't care at all. Just quickly, was there any other topics that I didn't touch on? Anything else? Considering Strasbourg striker Emmanuel Emeka. Really? I've heard barely anything about this guy. I've not heard a lot of hype for him at all. I'm just going to have to check his stats. I won't front. Because I have not seen anything on this guy, but what's his stats saying? 12 goals, 2 assists in 22 games. Not bad output, to be honest. Not bad output. Where is he in terms of league and goal scorers? He's 6th. Yeah, not bad. 2 behind Jonathan David. 2 behind Jonathan David, who we've been linked with. And David has 1 more assist. Not that great, to be honest. Bakwa, on the other hand, is very good. I'll keep a lookout on him. Yeah. You know what logic that is? Facts, man. That is one for Steve. Oh, nice. He fits the height quota too, man. Let's go. We can cross the ball to him. Hey, you know what? I'm warming up to it. I'm warming up to it, guys. He's tall. Well, then again, that don't work for everybody. We all remember Tammy Abraham, right, guys? Tammy Abraham. Oh, brother. But yeah, cool. Melon, no worries. I just messaged you back anyway, man. I just messaged you back. But yeah, big up, man. Big up, bro. Big up to every single one of you that's locked in here as well, man. We're gonna see who is about. Let's see who is about. Hit the likes, sub, all of that shit. And yeah. Big up to all of you lot. Run up them likes. Run up them likes. Trust me, bro. I've never seen someone be tall for nothing like Tammy Abraham, bruv. I'd hope that's improved. For his sake, I'd hope that's improved. Because, like, yo, what a waste of height, man. Could be bullying centre-backs in that. But yeah, big up everybody. Up the fucking Chelsea every single damn time. And this should be one of the most straightforward games that we have this season, just based on opposition, based on their form, based on their head-to-head record, based on their record at the bridge, based on injuries, based on players, based on every single metric imaginable. So please, don't embarrass us. Because I'll be so real. If we find a way to lose this game, I don't think anyone can save Maresca by the grace of God. That's just it, man. There ain't no way. It's gonna take you years to try and get that stat off your back. Some man still hate Conte because he lost to Spurs at home. Even personally, it feels surreal as hell just even thinking about losing to Spurs. I just can't envision it. Just can't envision it at all. That should be a fucking madness. Calm. Nearly done, guys. Nearly done. Oh, fucking hell. Don't forget to run up the likes as well, guys. Calm. Yes, Nathan, what are you telling me, man?
Oh, big up, Lewis.
Dodge tweet.
Yeah, like you said, I'm not really worried about the Spurs game. Like, when it's a team like that, when you just sort of pretty much always beat them, regardless of what form they're in, why should we be that concerned? I know, obviously, like, we always seem to find a way to fuck up easy games, but yeah, this one, as you said, if Maresca finds a way to do that, yeah, I'm definitely not defending him on that shit, that's for sure.
Yeah, I think that speaks for all of us, man. Because it's not even just a form or a table thing. It's even a style of play.
Yeah.
You can't fuck up against a team that will literally allow you to play the best brand of football that you got.
Yeah, high line, all that
no
stuff.
way.
Yeah. We got all our players come back as well. So, well,
I just seen this as well, by the way. What really happens during the in-house defeat against the academy? It was a pretend match, nothing too serious. 50 minutes overall, 25 a half, and those involved were told to listen for the shouts from Enzo Maresca because it would be a very stop-start affair. Maresca likes to pause play during such in-house exercises in order to issue individual instructions. That is understandable, therefore, that a full 90 is not considered feasible. Look, honestly, I never really took much from that anyway. I just said it was a disgrace to lose to the under-21s and just keep it moving past that. No one can try and analyze it. You know, bare people trying to rant about the whole loss and everything. It's like, you lot did not see a minute of the game. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
But like, okay, I guess even because of the outrage, right? They had to put this statement out.
Of course.
But
we know the drill at this stage.
Yeah, I even saw like some man talking about how like these guys do in-house games all the fucking time and everything. But it's like, yo, whatever.
I mean, at least he's not running him into the ground like a certain other manager last season, so I'll give him that. 25-minute halves and all that, but I guess the only thing, if you want to be overly negative, is criticize maybe their concentration in this like game that they're playing against the under-21s. But other than that, yeah, it's not too deep.
Yeah, nothing that bad at all. But yeah, I guess he had to put that statement out regardless. So here's what it is. In terms of not forget the Spurs game because I won't front. I think we all know where we stand on that. Fucking, they're winning. We're winning. We keep it stepping, keep it moving. Fuck everything else. Lavia, how are you feeling about Lavia, brother?
Yeah, well, personally, like the same. I feel the same way about him as I do about Reece James. If the talent is good enough, like the talent's there, then I'm willing to wait, give him time. Like he's only 21 as well. Like for people to come out and call him like he's already injury prone, he's like washed. We need to sell him and stuff. I'm personally not on that vibe right now. Like, I mean, especially with the players coming in for next season, like your Santos, maybe this Dario Asugo guy is going to come in as well. We got depth for that position, so I'm personally patient with him. Like, it's just a shame. Like, I personally like to see him like last more than 2-3 games, but yeah. I'm calm when it comes to Lavia. I've seen enough from him to know that he's a quality player for his age. So, yeah,
No, at the very least, it's cheap wages, and
yeah,
look, just I'll ignore the him being out for anything up to Liverpool, and it's like, look, everything past Liverpool, like let's try and get him back for that, and then great, brilliant. Then I've got like whatever. Those are the games that we actually need Lavia for. Because we're actually playing like difficult teams, difficult oppositions, and teams that might actually like try and like battle us in terms of the midfield. Liverpool, they got a strong midfield. They could try and battle us on that. Newcastle, they got a strong midfield. United are shit, but we seem to become shit whenever we play them. So I'm applying the same energy. And to be honest, they gave us a decent midfield battle at Old Trafford anyway. And Forest was just back to dealing with transitions and everything, and just hoping they're on the beach. Those are the games I need him back for.
Yeah,
maybe even earlier for like maybe Fulham, like because I'm thinking like we should be winning at least 4 of our next 5. Fulham away is the only one that I've got a bit of a question mark on. Everything else is like Everton at home, Ipswich at home, Brentford away, Spurs at home. That should all be W's.
Yeah. I mean, the Brentford game's going to be a bit tight, but yeah, I agree with that.
I hear it with Brentford because Thursday to Sunday. Which is also annoying. Like, we're the only fucking team, right, that's playing on
Thursdays. Yeah, not a
Why?
fan of it. I don't know. It just seems to be a thing.
A fucking waste. Oh, whatever, man. Whatever, man. It could easily just be a Wednesday. And now Brentford also have an extra day off, so great.
But yeah, we know how that goes.
We know how they're going to play against us anyway. They're going to sit back and try and do transition ball.
Of course.
The annoying thing is, though, like if we tried to sit back, like that's usually the best way to get something out of Brentford. Brentford hate a low block. They have no clue how to deal with it. You come out and you give them a match, nice. End-to-end transition ball and all of that. Rahman, look, I hear it. But like, I'd rather twice in 5 days. You know, why couldn't we just play today? I'll just play today. Does it have to be tomorrow? Extra day off? Easy.
Yeah,
actually, no, H, yeah, there you are. I actually agree with you. That's the answer. It's because like the Merseyside derby's on TV today. They'd rather not. You know, Liverpool have to be protected first, so they're going to be the ones that get the day off. There you are. But it does seem like we're going to have Jackson back, Noni back, Palmer back, everybody else back, so we should be a lot better in terms of transition.
Yeah.
And chance creation and all of that crap. Like, I feel like now with Lavia out of this game, like the lineup just easily speaks for itself now. I think, let me know if you agree or not, but I'm thinking we go back to the standard front 4, Palmer in the middle, Jackson up top, Sancho left, Noni right. You have Enzo pushing forward, Caicedo in the midfield with James or James or Cucurella inverting. And then, yeah,
pretty much.
Sanchez in goal, sadly. Oh, yeah, the centre-backs as well, Fofana Colwell.
Yeah, Fofana Colwell, most likely. Yeah, pretty much. I agree with that.
Changes,
Nah, not really. I'd expect that, to be fair. Palmer comes straight in, Noni straight in, Jackson up top. Yeah, pretty much.
Big up Yasser, man. Welcome to the channel. I hope you're good, bro.
Big up Lewis, man. Big up Nathan as well.
Yeah, big up Yasser.
Lewis, we just have to do a small edit to our lineup from last night.
Oh yeah, man, like Romeo,
We
bro.
thought Lavia was
Romeo, where art thou, Romeo, and all that crap.
Facts.
yeah, man.
How are you feeling about the Lavia situation? Is it just I don't know how to feel, or I do see a lot of people talking about sell him and get rid and cash in, and I want to know where you're at.
The problem is I don't really know. I haven't really looked into his injury. I can't say. Like, remember with Reece James, you knew that he potentially had to get surgery, but he was putting it off. Or do you know what I mean? You almost be like, you know what, just get the surgery, and then we'll see what happens. But with Lavia's situation, it just seems to be very reoccurring, and you don't know whether. It doesn't seem to be that he's getting rushed back, but sometimes it just seems to be. He seems to be very. How can I say this, bro? It's like his legs are made of Weetabix or something. You know what I mean? But it's very disappointing because we know how talented he is. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's also a thing where we know we could really do with this profile and everything that he can add to the team as well. So I don't know, man. Sometimes you just want to see, you just want to get to the end of the season, bro. You know what I mean? And just say, you know what? Then let him rest, but we're not getting any rest. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's all been hamstring injuries ever since he got rushed back for that Palace game. It's been hamstring injury. So you just gotta hope like one day he can overcome it.
Yeah,
We're doing the best we can to try and ease him back into the squad, but just ain't ready like that. Just got another injury, and we just have to keep waiting. I won't front. Just have to keep waiting on him. And hope like one day he can end up beating the situation.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
This is why we also need probably someone to back him, like a backup to him, innit? So
next season we'll have it. We just have to ride out until the end of the campaign.
Yeah, 100%.
Like we'll be fine until we get to the last 4. And then after that point, I don't know. I really don't know.
Yo, big up, Lewis. Big up, boys.
Yo, big up, Daniel, man. Big up, bro. How are you feeling, man?
About what, the game or Lavia?
We'll talk Lavia. I feel like we're all on the same wavelength in terms of the match.
Okay, so
unless we're not.
No. I mean, Spurs. I mean, those are supposed to be our sons. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's where you go.
Pest control and all that.
So if we, So I mean, so if we don't perform with that, that's on us. Like, there's no excuses. There's nothing to put forward. Yeah, that's why I stand there. So that should be a win. Lavia is complicated, because I think there's an assumption that because he's so young, it automatically means that he's gonna kind of age out of his injuries, right?
Yeah.
The problem with that is that if you have no games under your belt, especially the younger you are, and you're constantly getting injured, it's going to be really difficult to build that up once you're older. You don't really see that too much, right? From the guys who you've seen guys play a lot of minutes and then start getting hurt. He hasn't even played a lot of minutes in his career. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's barely played a lot of minutes. So, like, it kind of reminds me of Diaby.
So you think like he's missing key years in his development?
Yeah, I mean, like, if you only play 11 games of football in 2 years, if you want to extend that and then it goes to next year, if he has the same thing next year and you only play, let's say, 15 games in 3 years, your development is halted. Like, the game is not going to wait for you to come back, build up games, build up form. Like, he's not world class right now that he can just go and click back into what he was doing prior. And no, like, he still had a lot of room to grow in his game, and he's missing key years of that growth while other players are playing. And that's the thing with players like him, and especially in those kind of positions where it's like, there's going to be another 18-year-old who gets 2 seasons of consistent game time, and he's going to, get over on you, right? Like, it doesn't really wait like that. And what I mean by that is that even when you get over your injury, you come back. Like, people keep saying, we have Santos, you have a Sugo. Those guys will play next year. right? If he plays 5 games next year and Santos plays 30, do you think he comes back and takes his spot? So then when is he getting the minutes from? Like, so it's like it's a consistent cycle of things where when you're injured, they have to get somebody to replace you. The manager is going to trust that person. That person is good enough. And if that happens, you're not going to get back into the team. You're not going to get the minutes that you need. And Sugo is also there, who's supposed to come in around the same age, right?
Yeah.
He's going to get minutes. So it's like the game don't wait. The game don't wait.
No, it doesn't.
So that's where it's like people are super confident. Like, oh, he's gonna. I like the kid, but I'm not that confident. I'm not.
See, you bring a very fair point in terms of like missing key years of development. That's something I didn't really like think too much about. But could we argue that the same things happened to a Reece James, for example? Actually, I don't even think that's fair, to be honest. Like Reece would have had more minutes by that age. Way more minutes.
Reece has played probably 5 times his minutes by that age. Like he played the entirety of the championship before he came to Chelsea.
And all that,
he played like 24 games in Chelsea. Then he played like 30 games the following year. So it's not even comparable. Even though Reece has injuries and it's been worse the last few years, it's not even like we've already seen Reece as like, oh yeah, Reece might be the best right back in the world. When has Lavia gotten to that stage? That's why we believe in Reece. I believe in Reece because I know, Lavia never. He's a DM. Like, a couple years ago, Chouameni was the best DM prospect the world has ever seen. We ain't talking about him now. We've moved on. The game moves on so fast. Chouameni was the best we've ever seen of all time. We've moved on. So it don't wait for you like that.
I hear it. Like, I still don't think it means that we should like consider getting rid or anything, but now we look like we're having depth coming back at the end of the season. Might have to just prioritize them a little bit more until we can trust Lavia. Like with Reece James last season, we just had Gusto playing all season, and we were like, look, take your time, innit? Take your time. We ain't got to rush you back or nothing. That's more what we got to do with Lavia.
But even with that, Reece James only played 11 games this year, though.
Do you know what's mad?
You know what I'm saying?
A big up. Abs.
Yeah, first of all, big up everyone. Apparently, Lavia is not even paid, and I don't know how true this is, so please don't quote me on it. Apparently, he's not played 3,000 minutes for the club since he signed, and he's been in it.
He's played 11 games.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Of course. That makes sense.
I don't know. Let me check how many minutes he's played. Has he played over 1,000 like that?
Just check wherever he's played this season and add 30 from last season, because he only had 30 minutes.
Oh shit! He's only played 628 minutes in 15 months, which basically means per month Lavia's playing half an hour.
Yeah, give or take.
Again, bro, he's injured. He just came back, bro. What the fuck?
Yeah, he's got a
Why do we sign this guy?
Yeah, listen,
Lewis, your point about that's what we did with Reece James. Reece James has played 11 games this year, apparently. You know what I'm saying? Like, that ain't improve what's going on with Reece James. Some of these guys, it's a deeper issue than just if you rest them.
Is a lot of those minutes from like this round of the campaign though?
Huh?
Is a lot of those minutes from this round of the campaign? Because I think this is the fittest period we've had from Reece James in a minute.
Yeah.
No, it is, but like he was gone for the entirety of the second half of last season, and he still missed the first half of this season. And who's going to make a bet that he's not going to miss the end of this season?
Yeah, that's it. He's been back from the 14th of January, and he hasn't had an injury since. That's probably been his best record for us in at least 2 years.
And it's still just 11 games. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I know that, but like it would be worse for me if it was 11 staggered throughout the campaign. Like now, it's a period where he's just healthy.
But Lewis, you know what's so funny? Reece Reece still gets cooked for his availability, right? But there's 2 players who are worse than him when it comes to availability by a mile, and it's actually not even remotely close. Wesley Fofana and Romeo Lavia are both worse than him, but no one. I feel like Lavia gets crashed on, but no one really talks on Fofana like that. I don't know why. It's almost
honestly,
like he.
Because we have a lot of cover there. That's why.
First 4 months.
No, but Lewis, I'm saying in general, Fofana's injuries don't get spoken about as much as Reece. Reece gets crashed on for his injuries, but Fofana, it's almost like people just give him.
But
like,
you also got to remember with Reece, it comes down to a rival thing because we're doing best right back in the league when he's playing.
Yeah, I'm not talking about rivals, but Chelsea fans will crash it.
No,
on
but I'm
Reece.
saying like that's what pushes it because we're all pushing it, and then he gets another injury, and then after a while, some Chelsea fans are like, "Fucking hell, we're doing all this prop, and this guy can't even fucking stay fit for more than 3 games," and then it frustrates them too. That's what I think that comes down to.
Well, I mean, fair enough. Either way, look, with Lavia.
That and wages. Don't forget wages. 250k.
Listen,
Lavia was a waste of money, man.
Listen, people talk about wages, but
He's
Chile
a
and
good player.
no, but Lewis,
He
Chile
doesn't
and
play, Lewis. He's a good player, but he doesn't play. What's the point, though? What's the point if he's a good
But
player? He
I
doesn't play.
understand that, but like, it's not. I don't think it's going to be like this his entire career.
maybe not. Well, for me personally, you all know my thoughts on my dude Lavia. But I don't need to go over that again. But when it comes to what's it called?
Well, wait,
Luckily,
remind me. I forgot.
We have players in that position, so we don't have to depend on them.
I forgot. What was your thoughts on Lavia? You say sell?
Fantastic talent, but I've got more than enough guys. I don't need him plugging up space. So,
Damn. That's all right. We got our first one then. Fair enough.
do you know what? No, but I've been wanting to sell Lavia for a minute. Like, I don't need him. Look, I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you and tell you that Leslie Ogochukwu has more ability than him because he doesn't. But in fact, to be honest, Leslie, he was injured for quite a bit of last season, but he's been fit for most of this year. But like, I've got Andre Santos, who's shown that he can be available, and he's also got ability. I've got what's his name? I've got Caicedo. I've got Enzo. I can bring back Leslie. We've got this Asugo. Maybe I don't know. I'm not saying any of them are. I'm not saying all of them are as good as Lavia because not all of them are. But I don't need Lavia. If I've got all this cover, I don't need him. And Joey, no, I don't like one player. I like more than one player in this team.
He's also good enough that you could at least even keep him on the bench.
Yeah, he's got depth.
Well, the only thing good about Lavia is we didn't spend a lot of money on him.
No, listen, Lewis, look.
Because if Lavia came with Enzo money, man, that would be an issue, man.
No, but Kai, do you know what it is? The things with
that.
Lavia, I'm gonna keep it honest with you. Like Lavia, if I want to, do bias and shit, Lavia was my favorite player for a while. Like, I'm a big fan of him. I wanted this guy at Chelsea.
I remember Twitter, bro. I remember.
Yeah, I wanted Lavia before it became trendy. Now, I wanted this guy for a minute. Unfortunately, though, I have to remove bias and emotion from it. The guy never plays. And we can't. And the one thing is, and this has been the biggest issue with Chelsea the last few years, is that the reason why we can never progress and build something substantial is because every single year we have hospital patient after hospital patient after hospital patient. There's never been a period where we've had 11 to 15 straight league games where we've had a consistent team. That's never happened.
But doesn't that also mean? But isn't that also just indirectly a recruitment problem? Because we can go back on that, like problems with having Reece James and our only depth being the corpse of Azpilicueta. Problems with Kante and Kovacic and Loftus-Cheek not being able to stay fit, but we went like 4 years without buying a midfielder. Like all the recurring stuff from the last couple of years do seem to just also come down to recruitment not having enough good quality depth.
Yeah, of course, but at the same time, Lewis, yes, depth does come into it, but also your durability plays a role in it. Because I'm gonna give you an example. No one here, and I know for a fact, no one here likes FSG in it. None of you rate the Liverpool owners like that, because nobody really does. Now, when you look at the year that they won the league, you could practically read out their first team from back to front in it. You knew who was going to start. The only people who would rotate was maybe, what's his name, Wijnaldum and what's my man's name, Keita or Oxlade-Chamberlain. One of those three. And other than that, the other 10 players, you knew exactly who's going to start week in, week out, right? This is the issue. When's the last time that you could say, you know what, as Chelsea fans, we know exactly who's going to start from back to front week in, week out?
Been a while still. I want front.
That's the issue, Lewis. We'll never be able to develop something substantial until we can at least build a consistent team where our main starters are fit for at least, all right, I don't want to be unreasonable because I know everyone picks up a few niggles every once in a while, but at the very least 70% of the season, innit? Like, come on, that's not unreasonable, is it?
I'm trying to think about the stronger teams and like if they've had injury crises like that.
With a lot of these guys, yeah, it's not gonna happen. That's like I don't know. I just don't like with the Lavia thing. I'm not interested in selling them. That's not even what I'm talking about. I'm just talking to the confidence. I'm just talking to the confidence Chelsea fans have in. Oh, don't worry, next year he's gonna play. I'm like, where are you getting that from?
Nah, bro. He
I'm
needs
not even saying
James'
play, but like just be fit.
ACL, man.
I can't. No, but the thing is, no, I'm not even. Listen, I'd get rid of him, but that's just because I don't know. I don't want any more hospital patients. But I've already said I'd get rid of Fofana and that as well. Like, it's not just him. It's not an agenda against Lavia. I just don't like players who.
But for who though? For who? Nobody's gonna spend that much money on them though.
Don't fucking know.
Like Fofana, there's no way we're gonna get our money back on him, man.
Yeah, no
We're
chance.
not making that money back.
Listen, but even then, I'll be honest, Kai, with some players, sometimes you're going to have to take a loss. But if he stays, I don't really care too much. Just don't, listen, he's not a starter though, innit? He can't be a starter.
I don't know, man. For me, I think Fofana is our best centre-back, man. I don't think anybody is like better than him one-on-one.
Yeah, he
I
can
just
be
think
our
the
best
injury thing.
Recovery pace and what. Yeah.
Kai, he's the best centre-back of the club for like 2 games a season. Like, come on now.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me started on the recruitment in general, bro. Like, I'm preaching.
No. Kai, the recruitment.
He's our best.
Listen. The recruitment is garbage. But if I tell you, look, I'm not asking you a lot of question in it. And I don't normally like to pocket, and I don't like to pocket watching it. But people did this with Reece, so I think it's only fair we do it one for Fofana. Wesley Fofana has been at Chelsea for 3 years. He has not played 38 league games in those 3 years, and he's on £200,000 a week. Does he deserve to be on that money? Yes or no?
Not really. No.
Not now. No. Yep.
There you go. So there's problem number one. The problem is he's actually on high wages. So unlike Lavia's not on big money like that. So you can keep it. It's not really going to stop you from going and getting someone top in that position because he doesn't. There's
another reason why he's not going to be. But that's another reason that he's not going to sell him. He's on already really, really high wages that he's not going to get anywhere else.
I get that.
He came also on a big fee that nobody's going to pay that.
Except he's one of the few players who has talked about being willing to leave. You can get rid of him. You go to Marseille.
I mean, you can. There you go.
He's talking about
Marseille's going to pay him this much money, though, Daniel. We'll have to do what we did. I'm sure he knows that. Some sort of his salary.
Listen,
I'm sure he knows that if he's saying that he leaves.
You know what the other thing is?
Sure Marseille just got new rich owners as well, so it might not even be a problem like that.
Maybe, but Kai, hear this though, right? But... So if I told you that these 3 are earning close to £500,000 a week, Nkunku, Chilwell, and Fofana, you're not telling me they deserve it between them, do they?
They don't deserve it, man. For me, nobody in this club deserves more than 100.
But I also say like Fofana's probably the most deserving of the 3.
I mean, maybe, but the thing is, between them, they don't deserve that bread. Like the only guy, really and truly, in 2025.
I get that, and the recruitment needs to pay for it, man. But they're not gonna get sacked. They're not gonna get replaced. So it's just gonna continue. We're gonna see a lot of guys who don't deserve to be on high wages.
The only thing is, no, but the thing is,
that's the nature of the beast.
By the way, when I say this, I'm not saying it as a guarantee. I'm not saying it's 100% going to happen in it. But I personally feel like let's just not use Fofana for a minute because I know people still rate him super highly, a lot more than me.
He's still our best centre back. Don't get it twisted.
He is, but that's not saying much because the others aren't levels like that. But let's just say we get rid of Chilwell then, innit? Who no one rates. Now Chilwell's on 200 something on grand a week. Do you not think that with
which we are trying to do, by the way?
Yeah, but let me say, with what's it called? With that 200 grand off the books, you don't think it's slightly more likely that we could get someone who's top in another position who could earn over 200?
If what?
Yeah, I don't disagree with you. I just don't see these guys doing it, man.
You saying
I try to sell Chilwell, but you're
going by. You're doing maths. You're doing, if they get rid of this guy, then they'll have that 300K or 200K to spend on somebody. No, that's not how it works, though.
No, that's not that. I specifically said at the start, there's not a direct correlation. I'm saying, do you not think it's slightly more likely that they'd be willing to go for someone who's on the big dough if they get a few of the higher earners off?
Nah.
Okay, fair enough.
I'll be real, bro. If they replace these high earners, I don't see them replacing them with other high earners, bro. They're probably gonna go for like what they're going now with these lower, like fucking lower tier kind of guys, man. I don't see them. If they replace somebody, let's say like a Fofana or a Chilwell, they're gonna get like the same type of players that they're doing now. I don't think they're gonna replace them with Sata or whatever.
You know what? Now that you've actually reminded, let me check who is our highest earners. So
Sterling's up there.
yeah, Sterling. I know what's his name from last year. I know Sterling's on 300 plus, which is the worst allocation of funds. Even though I don't think he was as bad as what some people made out, he didn't deserve that bread. Let me
They
see.
have a what do you call it? They have kind of like a wage increase that kicks in if you make the Champions League, right?
Champions League, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
30% wage increase for everybody.
Yep.
Yeah, so that already
30%.
puts, like,
That's fucking
your-
good, man.
That already
Right.
puts your like
You think they're
Enzo
trying
and those
harder,
guys
man?
over 200. So
It does.
I don't know. Yes, I don't know if they're like if they'll say, "Oh, we're getting rid of him." Yeah, let's
Oh yeah, you know what? I've
let's
got
use
it.
that
Right.
money to go get Osimhen.
So these are from last season in it because I'm just going to use these guys because obviously we never actually sold any of our highest earners. They just a few of them went on loan. So in order, Raheem Sterling on 325, Reece James on 250, Chilwell and Fofana on 200, and Clunky on 195, and Enzo Fernandez on 180.
It's mad
It's
that
already
Enzo
on
and Fofana are
880
probably the
or
most
will be?
deserving.
Pardon?
Enzo and Fofana are probably the most deserving ones on that list, which says quite a bit.
It does.
And then after that, the only guys who, let me check who else. You've got Kukurea, who's on 175.
How much is Casado on? Probably the same as Enzo,
Caicedo's
right?
He's
on
on like
150.
150.
150.
Yeah, this is this is the one
I
which
think
kills
Palmer's
me.
on like 130.
Yeah, Palmer's only on like 120.
Guys,
whatever.
what is
You know what's funny?
What-
Hear this. Yes.
what is
There's
30? What is 30% of 150, man?
30.
What's some? Let me check this real quick. Oh, this is hilarious. So Sancho's apparently on 150. Neto's on 160.
It's 48, by the way, bro.
Cuckoo's on 175 or
It's
whatever.
only funny because all these guys around the 150 range, they all hit the like damn near 200K mark next year if we make Champions League. So you have about
Pretty
4
much.
or 5. Like Enzo's going to be in 100K. He's going to be Cucurella. There's a lot of them. They're going to be over 200K next year.
Yeah. I
If
mean,
we get
that's,
Champions
look,
League, obviously.
Is Jackson gonna be?
You know-
Is Jackson gonna be
Champions League,
200K,
they paid
bro?
him the money.
My guy is still living with his 9 goals, man.
no, Jackson's not on.
I don't
Jackson's
think
only
he's-
on 100. This is gonna make you lot laugh. Guess how much Cole and Carney both earn individually.
Cole's on
Over
like
100, over 100,
low
right?
one, guessing.
Between them, they earn 200.
Yeah, 200k. Yeah,
They
100k.
each earn 100. Let me check what else is there. Tossin's on 120.
I mean, does Leslie deserve more though, based on his game time?
Leslie.
Leslie.
We
Leslie
mentioned
or
he was the
Levi?
player. Sorry, I was.
I'm not talking about Adda.
Yeah,
Leslie's
do they
on.
deserve more than 100? I don't know if they deserve more than 100, bro.
No, Levi don't.
Levi,
Not-
you can
not
argue, yeah.
Cole. We
They
know
don't
why
even-
Cole's earning
They
over
don't
100.
even deserve 100.
No.
No, but we know why Cole's earning over 100. It's nothing to do
Yeah, we
with
know.
ability.
What
It's to
is
do with
Carney?
to
What
keep
is
him at the
Carney?
club and all
Carney came off playing 2 games for Aston Villa to make it 100K. I mean, that's a lick, big up, but you don't deserve that.
No.
Yeah, you don't exactly. Yeah.
Jez Madu. Man said Madu Pepe.
My problem is that
Well,
150.
Oh,
My
that's
problem
a
is that
crazy.
Sorry,
Sorry, go.
150 to 100K range.
I
There's
think
too many
that's man.
guys in that bracket that should not be in that
Mudrik
bracket.
is not that much. He's not that much.
Mudrik.
Surprise.
So like,
He's not playing.
okay, let me see. The only guys who probably, let me see.
I'll be real. I'll be real. For every one of those 3 or 4 guys of these guys, we could replace them with one better player for 200K, bro. At
Oh,
this time,
definitely.
at this point, if
More
you
or
look at
less.
most of these guys, just quantity, bro. It's not really quality, man.
Wait, hang on.
Like Mudrik, Jackson, Sancho, fucking Drewsbury Hall, you can replace them for 2 world-class players, bro. For what do we need that many players? What do they
How
actually
mu-
bring?
Question: How much is
I'd still
Neto?
keep
How much is
Jackson
Neto? How much is
No,
Neto
but
making
Jackson.
Oh
this
yeah,
year?
sorry, Lewis.
You know what it is?
No, I
Jackson's
understand. It's all
You know, Jackson's not
60.
even like what's it called? Jackson's not even a major issue in the team because he didn't
Yeah.
cost a bomb.
No,
and
it's
he's
just
not
the
on-
first 4 names that I saw because they're close to each other. That's all, man.
Okay,
It's
cool.
not like,
No, but you see, when it comes to look, for me, if we're talking about let's go from the top to the bottom, right? From the top, the guys who are probably our highest earners, like Fofana definitely is overpaid. So is Clunky. I guess Enzo and Kuku are paid just about right. I'll skip the next guy because I'll get told I have an agenda. Can I say
Wait, we
though?
broke the wage structure for Neto.
Yes,
More or
I'm
less.
not going to speak on it because I'll get told I have an agenda, so I'm gonna ignore him.
Well, that's
Um,
it's like
surprising.
160k, man. How is that we broke our wage structure on?
No, because the wage structure is meant to be strictly 150k a week until we got to the UCL, isn't it?
I'm not
So,
even.
Yeah,
like,
but then
again,
again, we were
it's not by
crying
much. We did break it.
break that structure for certain
Wait.
players. So, I mean, I'm not even upset about that.
Wait,
Like
hang,
Neto, when he
Hey, just
came
do
in,
it again for Oshiman in the summer, then, isn't it?
wait.
Wait, so
hang-
when we get to the UCL next year, Neto ends
Also,
up
man, it's not
making
gonna take
like
150,
200.
bro. That motherfucker
I've
wants
Neto
got
ends up making
Oh,
like
wait, say that again,
210K,
Daniel.
right?
Wait, just one second.
When we get into the UCL next year, because I'm hoping we do, right? Let's say we do. Neto ends up making 210K, right? Because he
God
goes up
forbid.
30% from his 60K, from his
Yeah.
that's
160.
the contract they
Okay,
signed.
so then
So ain't nothing wrong with it.
why did you tell me you couldn't get a
Elise.
Lisa to come here?
Listen,
Because
don't remind me.
we still didn't get Champions League, bro.
If
Like,
These guys, they
the,
put
the
the-
So okay,
whole
hold on.
point
So
is
you
if you get
overpay
Champions
him.
League, you get more
So
money.
you
You get
overpaid him.
Champions
So
League,
you
you get more
overpaid
money.
him
That's it.
60K. So you overpay him 60K for 1 year to get in the Champions League. Do you think we're damn near guaranteed Champions League if you have players like that in
That's
the
their
current
logic,
team?
bro. I feel like that's their logic.
It's-
Doesn't mean I agree with it, bro.
you know what,
For me, I
I'm
would
looking-
invest in a good team, get Champions League, and then start playing with a fucking wage structure. Not when you don't have nothing in your hands, man.
Yeah, true.
Right.
I'm
No, if we don't get
Champions
Champions League, it's all the more reason for me to break that. Go get Oshiman already, because these guys couldn't go and get me UCL.
Yeah, true. But also, we need to get rid of some guys. I'm not going to name names, but it's pretty obvious who needs to go from the first few names at least.
Bro,
Give us the
I swear
names,
to
man.
when I
Yeah.
see this list, it annoys me, man.
Well,
Because we spend
and
so much money
listen,
on numbers, man. A lot of these
and,
guys are not
and
like nothing
Clunky,
special.
Promising talent for that guy.
listen, you know what it is, and Clunky's probably one of the first who needs to go because forget the fact that what's it called? Forget what you think of his ability. Even though I don't really like Zoolander, at least and Clunky genuinely looks disinterested here, innit? So we just need to get rid of him. Like it's silly.
Say no to balloons, chap.
Yep, trust
Who is
me. So
Zoolander again? I don't know.
and
Stay-
Clunky,
I could
Raheem
have sworn
Sterling, do you know what's
they said
mad?
with the wage structure, they'll break it for who they feel they need to break it for. Wasn't that what was reported last year?
Yeah, probably. Who else is there? Let me just check. Raheem Sterling, do you know what's mad? The two wingers that we signed in the summer haven't outperformed him, in my opinion, anyway. But what's it called? But it looks like that relationship between Sterling and the club is never going to be fixed. So we just have to get rid of him as well. It will be difficult because he's on silly money, but we have to try. I don't really mind. I don't mind keeping Tosin. Mudryk, there's probably some clause which will get him sacked, so we won't even have to sell him. He'll just no longer be an employee.
You think so?
Chilwell, don't need to say in too much. Sancho, pay the 5 M's and send that guy back.
You would send him? Will you send Sancho back? I would actually keep him, man.
Nah, not for me. But to each his own, innit? I know it's unpopular. I'd still get rid of Fofana, but I understand why people want to keep him.
Mhm.
And yeah, that's about it, really.
What did you say,
Right.
Junior? I didn't hear.
The list is longer, my bro. Yeah, Lewis, scroll down.
No, the list is longer, but I'm
Yeah,
not gonna. I don't want to
Yeah,
say
bro,
too
look at that.
Lewis gets mad ads, man. Jesus Christ, bro.
Yeah, I can't get rid of this one for shit.
Let me see.
You need the ad blocker, man.
Wait,
Yeah,
hang
then
on.
I can't watch YouTube videos.
Wait, hang on a minute. Hang on. Is
Shit, yeah, Jazz, one sec.
Wait, David Washington? No, sorry, not David. But that drove Fofana still at Chelsea. Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We sent
yeah,
him
he
to
is.
some Turkish team and he got injured for the rest of the season, so we sent him back. I mean, they sent him back.
Mad.
He basically got all his life sorted, man. Like his guy gets paychecks. He just living the life, bro. Traveling around Europe. He's living
Listen,
the life,
I
man.
hear it, man.
Hey,
I hear
Malak
it.
did
Do
the same thing. Yeah.
your thing.
I'm not even
Cedric.
hating, man. These guys are on good deals, man. They're living life.
Mark Hughes still there. Brewery Hall was not. It's mad. Brewery Hall was the definition of an unnecessary signing. Just
Wait, we have
not-
American players since when? When did you
Gabriel
get American
Slovenia,
players, man?
goalkeeper.
We had him for a minute, but yeah, dude.
Oh,
Dewsbury
yeah,
was
goalkeeper. Yeah, my bad.
So, what the fuck happened to it? The page is fucked. Why has it gone
I'll
to
be real, man.
percent?
I don't know half these guys, man.
yeah. I
We
can ask
see half
something.
them, man. Especially Amari
Yeah.
Kellyman.
You know, I was talking to what's his name? I was talking to Jimmy about this earlier. He was talking about certain positions where he feels like Clear Lake have addressed them well enough, at least. So midfield was, you know,
Yeah.
we came to agree the midfield was probably the best one done, and the striker and centre back was
Yeah.
very badly neglected. What do you reckon? Is there anything else that's been done
Bro.
badly?
Bro. I'll be real, man. I love Jimmy, but like,
There are only four areas.
if you spend the amount of money that we spend, bro, our goalkeeper is trash, our defense is trash, and our striker is trash. So for the amount of money we spend, did we really address anything?
Our midfield is on.
I guess
I don't know.
No,
Our
I guess we
midfield
have-
is not trash.
no, I guess that's what I'm saying. Our midfield is decent.
No, I didn't say.
Like,
I said midfield. I said the midfield are good. I said the midfield is the only area where I'm
Oh, okay.
content,
my
right?
bad.
I'm not overjoyed, but everything else,
That's the thing,
I don't know,
man,
man.
right?
For
They
me,
have
just we wasted money.
to me,
you know,
they have they've gotten really good players in midfield, right? And they've gotten some really good players in the attacking sense as well. I guess, you know, but my whole thing with the team overall is just balance. The balance is horrible. And no matter how good
just
each
numbers.
individual player is on their own, in combination, it's not good enough in combination. You know what I'm saying? So that's where it's like for me, it's like if you list all the midfielders individually, I like all of them. I still don't know how they look together. They look better with Lavia in there, but if Lavia's in there, then Palmer doesn't play 10. But if Palmer doesn't play 10,
that was his
the
question though,
wing,
Daniel. If we address these positions, that's the whole thing.
if you address
Because he
what?
asked me if we address the position. That's why I said like the only position
Bro,
where
we're
I
just saying,
feel
like,
like
what's it called?
I
we're
mean,
talking
you know,
about
the thing
worst-
is they address the positions. It's just some of these guys ain't good enough. Besides
it's
strikers, you know, they bought a bunch of
they
defenders.
didn't really address them though.
They bought a bunch
For me,
of midfielders.
if you tell me address them,
It's
that means
just
that
the
I don't have to
forward
worry
line
about that
that they
position. That
really
position is sorted.
address.
I
No,
know.
but the
I
question
know my
was,
team.
bro, listen, the question the question was, did what's it called? Did Chelsea address them properly, or did they address them
I mean,
poorly?
bro, at the
Now we can
time,
say
like,
they
Yeah,
addressed
Bro,
so
because
like,
for me,
hindsight is
my
2020,
position
bro.
to address them
I mean,
means that there's no longer
hindsight is 2020. It's just, bro, they brought people in to address those positions, and these guys just didn't live up to it. Now, if Badiashile and Dasasi and these guys came in and hit the ground running, the conversation would be different. They brought people in and they just ain't live up to it. It's just you can't win it all, bro.
no, you can't do
but-
it all. But the problem is,
Yeah,
no,
but these guys never had the reputation for them to kind of lay on and be like, okay, these guys are gonna succeed. It was a gamble since the moment they signed them.
Yo,
It's not like
everything
these
is gonna
guys
be
were
a
like
gamble.
the top of the
no,
top.
but
Bro.
CJ, here's the issue.
Yeah, but after
right?
3 years, I'm sorry, bro. After 3 years, you can't say you can't speak in hindsight, bro, because you already experienced for the last 3 years,
No, but CJ,
and we
CJ
are where we
knows.
are, right?
So I get what you're saying, and you're not entirely wrong.
Because a lot
But
of
do you
these
not
guys are
see?
not new, so you can.
No, but can I hear this though? The reason why I get what CJ's saying in a way, but this would only apply if it was one specific area which genuinely needed a lot of work. But it seems like we've still got 3-4 areas that need lots of work. And one thing which people haven't mentioned is the fact that as a whole, this team has next to zero
Oh, we only
athleticism.
fixed one area though, Babs. We only like one area. We're
The
only good in
athleticism
one
isn't
area,
there without
which
Lavia,
is our midfield.
Fofana, and
That's it.
Jackson, though.
Bro, I'm not
No,
gonna
but
lie. If
athleticism-
we
no, but
had
even when-
Jackson,
no, Lewis,
Fofana,
even when
Lavia
this-
fit for most of the season,
listen,
we wouldn't be here
Yeah.
right now. And that's
No,
just
but
three
Lewis,
people.
we say this, but Lewis, we say this though, right? But it's
Bro,
like
stop
the guys
it. We had a lot of these guys, And we didn't score a goal for 8 games, man. Stop it.
No, don't do that. Jackson
No,
was
We're not
missing.
gonna
Don't
start
do that.
like using
Don't
excuses,
do that.
doing all that
If
shit.
we had Lavia,
Big up, Jimmy.
bro,
And
we started the season.
You're talking
off
about
really well with these guys
athleticism.
playing.
Without Jackson, without Fofana, without Lavia, we miss the athleticism. We're not talking about goal scoring.
Goal score,
There's
that's
three
what I'm
guys
talking about.
alone
And
in
even,
this team.
and you know what? And this is the issue, though, Lewis. Right? You say this, but the fact that those guys are our three main forms of athleticism, outside of obviously Caicedo, and I guess you could say Noni. Or
No, but Caicedo obviously counts. It's just he don't get injured, so it don't matter.
yeah, but I'm talking about okay. Who would you guys say are athletes then? Like actual athletes, they can adapt to any game state.
Neto,
What does having
Jackson,
athleticism do?
Noni,
What does that do? I don't get
Caicedo,
it.
like
They all
Yeah.
athletes. What do you mean by describe athleticism? What's that mean?
I
That's
think
so
he's
big.
talking
They can
about
do
PMP
backflips,
and
Jimmy.
all that.
Not just P&P, but it's like you don't get roughed up like that. So, for example, what's it called? You look at, I don't know, look at Caicedo. Does Caicedo get bullied physically in games?
But who gets bullied? Besides our back line, guys.
Our backhand, some of our attackers get bullied quite a bit.
not
Our
Jackson,
attackers
bro.
get
Not
bullied.
even Noni holds his own. Hell, Palmer holds his
I
own.
don't see our attackers don't get. I give you the center backs. Center backs do get bullied, but not so much the attackers. I haven't really seen.
I might give him like Sancho and Neto. I might give
And
him
not
that.
just that, Felix.
Nah,
Felix
ain't
I'll
is-
give that for me.
no. Felix isn't. I'll be honest. Felix doesn't help
the
himself
ball.
physically.
They keep getting the ball taken. They don't get bullied. Nah, not bullied.
Attackers get bullied anyway. That's
Yeah.
what happens for the
No, but some centre backs can handle it though, innit? Like a Jackson, for example.
Nah, yeah,
Jackson,
Yeah.
you can't bully him.
Yeah,
our
it's
center
usually
backs get
strikers
bullied.
that are a bit more stronger than
Jackson
wingers
gives
anyway.
you some form of a physical presence, but I'm just talking like what's it called. So for me personally, I've watched some teams and I look at, for example, what's it called? I don't know. If you look at just Nottingham Forest, for example, I'm not saying they're the benchmark and who we need to replicate, but for example, one thing that they have, which we don't have, is the fact that they can adapt to most game states from a technical and physical point of view. We can't. Nottingham Forest.
Nottingham Forest can do what?
They can adapt to most game states from a physical and technical point of view.
They
Not,
don't really
not
got
as
no technical nothing. They counterattack. They got physicality, but they don't do no technical nothing. That's
okay. What about Newcastle?
Newcastle is ass. Why everybody act like Newcastle's this great team? Newcastle is not fucking better than us. They're not.
Again,
They just have a good striker, man. We have
Yeah,
that.
thank you, Kai.
Bro,
Thank
if you give it cells, we do
Newcastle
better
has a
than
fucking
Forest. Like,
striker. They are
if
not
you give
better
Forest
than us.
Robert Sanchez, I think they're not where they at right now, bro. It's just
Like this,
one or
people
two
keep throwing
people, bro.
Newcastle
One or
around
two
like
people.
Newcastle's anybody I want to be like. I do not want to be like Newcastle.
I didn't say I want to be like Newcastle. That's
But they're not somebody who you can throw up against Chelsea and be like, oh, look at Newcastle. Look at them. They're beneath us for a reason. They're ass. If we're
I mean, to be
ass,
fair,
they
they are
beneath
1
us.
point
What are
behind
they?
with a game in hand, though. So
Yeah,
relax.
If we're ass and they're
Are
behind
they?
us,
But
what
that's
are
because we're shit though, Daniel. That doesn't mean a lot about them.
Yeah, but let's relax with like talking like we're so
How
much
many
better
how
than
many
them.
goals
Like,
we scored in
they?
the
I'm
last
not
9 games?
saying we're better than anybody, but he's gassing
Bro,
up
and
Newcastle.
ain't Forest been playing
we're
one game all
ass,
season?
and the team is
Like
below
Forest been
us,
playing one
we're
game all
ass.
season too.
Jimmy.
Shit, that is
Like,
true. Man. They're
Listen
like 1
very
point behind us.
carefully. Listen, Jimmy, listen carefully to what I'm saying. Innit? I didn't say that Newcastle are a better team than Chelsea. I said one thing they can do is they can adapt to game states from a physical point of view, which is true. They can.
I don't even know what you mean.
Yeah, but bro,
You gotta
like
go for it.
physicality ain't all of it, man. Like,
Yeah, it's not the be all
it
and end
doesn't
all.
win
That's the
you.
thing.
It's
You gotta
No,
have technical
it's-
skills
like,
as well.
Bruce,
all
can you
you
close
need-
this list, man? You gave me depressed, bro. This team.
No,
I
but
get how you say
no,
it.
but no.
Like,
Oh my god.
Newcastle's
Listen,
ass.
listen. I'm gonna say this right from a technical point of view. The Chelsea squad is actually pretty good in it. I think technically a lot of the players we have are quite good. The problem is that what's it called? What was it? The athleticism lacks. And see why one of the reasons why City have fallen off this season is because their athleticism has gone.
No,
That's
it's
right.
not nothing to do with that.
Just
This
before we
is-
go,
you
I'd like
just
to read
making
the
shit
super
up.
chat.
Rodri
Wait,
is
Jimmy,
not athletic.
just let me. I just gotta read the super chat before we go. Big up CNAC saying City have the most unathletic team I've seen in the Prem, and they've won 6 out of the last 6 out of the 8 Premier Leagues, including a treble. If you have quality with the coach, you are good. Now, you said they've lost their athleticism since then, which would be who?
Which is why they.
Bro,
I mean, let's be. Hold on.
Yeah.
No, because they were playing badly before Rodri even got injured. That was just a nail in the coffin.
When Rodri didn't even play this year.
I don't know, man.
Yeah,
City's
Rodri-
pretty
No,
athletic,
Rodri
man. I
was
don't
playing
know.
start the
I don't agree with
campaign,
that.
and every C fan I was talking to was coming out of games saying they don't know how they won that.
They haven't lost a game with Rodri. Okay, that doesn't even matter, right?
Yeah,
It's
bro.
No,
just,
I'm talking about the
Happening
level
anyway.
of performance and everything.
yeah,
It still
I get
wasn't
what you're
great.
saying. That's
They were
kind
just
of
getting
part
wins.
of it. Part of it is Rodri not playing whatsoever this whole time. And the year prior, right, was like, I mean, we know Gundogan's level massively dropped. They barely scraped it last year
What are you saying?
against an Arsenal team that's not even that good. Either way, the point is, I hear what Jimmy is saying, and that what has the athleticism done for Newcastle? But the counter to that is they don't have as good enough players as us, but the athleticism plus a world-class striker has kept them really close to Chelsea this year. So like they don't have.
What good players we got apart from Enzo and Palmer?
Bro, Newcastle
Here
without
we go.
Isak don't
Here
hit.
we go.
Like Isak
He
makes
said
such a big
Enzo
difference
before
for
Kai
Newcastle.
State.
Yeah,
That
you know
I
what I'm saying? Like, I don't have
Newcastle
time
win the
for-
next game in hand, they go above us, man. Just so you
I
guys
don't even
know.
like. Hold on, I don't even like a lot of these.
Yeah, and
guys.
what happens if
Say
they
they're
lose
not-
one of their games before that game in hand?
But to say,
Hey,
they're
so
not
when we
good,
let the
but to say
under-21s in,
that,
they-
hold on,
they
but to
might
say
win
the
it.
players we have is not good is ridiculous. Like,
Wasn't
don't
a real
even,
game, that,
that's
anyway.
silly. My point, the point that I do
Hey, the game's
understand
fucking happening,
where Abs is coming from is, yes, if we're not able to out technical
Year ele-
teams, that's the
Bro,
only
that
option we got.
doesn't- actually
So
thinking about it,
I can understand that.
that doesn't matter when they lost that game. It's like the year 11s losing to the year 7s, bro. It doesn't matter if it's a friendly. It's unacceptable whenever, bro.
Which game? The under-21s, man. Oh, I don't care about
Yeah.
that.
That's
not on
shocking,
team.
mate. We got Tottenham. We got Tottenham tomorrow, and we couldn't even beat the under-21s.
My brother,
Who gives a fuck?
no one watched it, bro.
Yeah, like
Now,
nobody
we
even
literally
know what
saw an
was
article
the
come out.
I know we didn't watch it, but we fucking.
We
heard
had an
it.
article
It was
come out
clearly
from
that
like
fucking
30 minutes
bad.
ago that said like it weren't even a serious match. It was 50 minutes overall, and Maresca was doing stop and start
Lewis,
so he could try and get individual
Lewis,
instructions.
let's go
Man,
back.
if you bitching about a practice, you
Lewis,
tripping.
let's go back, to when you used to say that Enzo was shit and like we got Lavia and he's 10 times better in that. What did I say to you at the time? Doesn't matter how good Lavia is, the cunt's made out of fucking Weetabix, mate.
I hear all of that, but you asked me who I rated as a player, innit?
It's made out of
As a player, I
protein
rated
bars,
Lavia more.
It's
It's the whole Trent and Reece argument. My argument would always be Reece, even if he isn't available.
But Reece fucking won a Champions League. Lavia hasn't even fucking played over 500 minutes, I don't think.
You know who else won a Champions League? Havertz.
And Timo Werner.
Yeah,
He has the same amount of goals as Jackson with less games.
don't bring up Havertz into this.
Yeah,
argument
and he's
when
been
you
playing
lose.
free
You're
competitions,
losing an
isn't he?
argument, so I bring up Havertz. This was the money maker. This was
But
the one
hold
that
on,
could
Matt.
have failed.
I also
Only in the
bring out
Premier
this-
League, by the way. We're only talking about the Premier League.
No, but Matt, why are you worried about Tottenham tomorrow, though?
I think more importantly to what he's saying is like what we kind of said
have
earlier, right?
lost
Like
against every
someone like
like,
Reece James before his injuries, he already proven he was the best in the world.
we lose
Lavia
every
hasn't done
game
that
we
yet.
should win this season.
Reece
So
has
we should win
sense
against
back
Tottenham. So why should we
Lavia
not
is
gonna lose?
injured. Well, I don't get what's people point about Lavia. He's not been playing. Like I don't understand how y'all complaining about a player that's not been playing. He's
We
injured.
fucking need him. The cunt's never there.
Yeah,
That's
but
what I'm
he's
fucking
injured.
moaning
To be
about.
They're
mad at
complaining
a
about
player
him
for
being
getting
injured, though.
injured is the dumbest shit.
I'm not
ever.
complaining about Lavia. Lavia, as far
It's
as
literally stupid to get mad at a player for
He
being
should have been
injured.
drinking milk, Jimmy. He should have been drinking milk, bro. That's his fault, man.
Shit
You
stupid.
know it's
To
with Lavia.
get mad at
Lavia's
a
one of
player
the-
because he got hurt is literally. I understand to be frustrated about it, but to be mad at the player because he got hurt is literally fucking stupid.
Yeah,
Yeah,
mate.
man.
It's fucking
Every
No one's
sense of
angry at the
Anger is
player.
followed by
Jimmy,
frustration, bro.
I don't think anyone's angry at the
how it
player.
works,
I think people are just upset with the situation because they can see his
Yeah,
talent.
the owners and all that for buying.
Bro,
That's also-
I
How the
just
fuck
said
is he
you
actually
keep talking about
injured
you
again? I've
don't
just read
think.
it
I don't
now.
give a
It's
fuck
a
about
piss
what you
take.
think. I know what I know. I know there's people sitting around cussing him because he got hurt. You talking about there's
Yeah,
nobody.
yeah,
What
there's-
the fuck is you
I've had to
talking
argue
about?
with someone
He
that tells
needs
me
to
he's been
fucking
shit
go
when he's
for
been
man the
playing.
fuck up.
People tell me, check his mistakes leading to goals. He has one. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, but
There's one
then
mistake
again,
I remember
Jimmy's the same
Lavia
person
making,
that'll
which
get rid
really
of-
annoyed
get
me.
rid of
Was
Jack.
Yeah, that was a Bournemouth
people are
one, and it's
stupid,
like,
though.
I don't
I
care. I've
don't
seen
see
him
him
up
as a
the
starter
Lavia all
since
season to
months
not
now,
write
man.
him off of that one mistake.
no, the
And my
mistake
argument with
was it the
injured
Arsenal
players
game?
is simple. Come back and give me levels immediately. You'll have all the patience in the world from me. Lavia has shown me that. James has shown me that. So I got patience. Just
Yeah,
make sure you get the depth in the summer, because clearly
But
we've
he
seen
was
how
never
much
a
we're
starter
fucking
anyway.
struggling without it.
The only thing
Lavia
Lavia showed me
was-
that he's banging the
Bro,
fucking men
Lavia
and stuff.
was-
Lavia didn't come here to be a starter.
Matt, you're
I don't know
telling me
why
you
guys,
ain't looked
the
at his
beginning of the season, said he's a
performances this
starter.
season and like been impressed by it.
He's fucking well good. That's why he's fucking pissing me off. The fact that he can't stay fucking fit for long
But
enough.
Matt, he
But
was
this
never
is why I'm
supposed to be
gonna
a
be
starter,
patient
though.
with
He's
him.
19 years old, man.
21.
Lavia was a cool.
Yeah,
Yo,
what's
I
he
don't
gonna
need
be
none of
like
you
when he's
dickheads in the
28?
chat
Fuck me,
to
he's
tell me
gonna
what
be
you feel.
deteriorated.
I don't give a fuck about how you feel. Tell your
He's
mother
gonna
how
be
you
like old
feel.
matey from
I'm
Marvel.
talking about the
God damn, man.
dickhead
Jimmy's on that
He's
field
who's
trip,
mad
bro.
at him
Jimmy's on
for
that
being
field trip
hurt.
today, man.
What the fuck is y'all talking about? I don't need y'all to individually to tell me how you feel. I don't care about how you feel about Lavia. I don't give a fuck. I'm just telling you, you're stupid.
Oh yeah, you know what, Jimmy?
If
you
you're
just
mad
keep
at
telling everyone
him
what you
for
feel
being
then.
hurt.
No one cares how you feel. Please.
But I
Separately,
ain't ask you how you feel about Lavia. I don't really care. You can hate his guts, but if you
I
mad
don't
at
hate his
him
guts. I think
that
he's
he
a
got
good player,
hurt,
but
you're
I'm saying he's
stupid.
fucking pissing me off. The fact
Why,
that
why,
he can't
why,
stay
why would you hate
fit
him,
for
man?
longer than 2 weeks.
he's
Paid
got
50 million for him, and it's been the second season we haven't had him. Apart from three, like,
Well,
Well,
if
okay,
only
give him your
Spurs
ACL.
someone
Lavia's
didn't
been
Matt,
rush
give
him
him
back,
your
back for
ACL,
told
bro.
30
him for a
minutes
half
against
does well,
Crystal Palace
then you
and
don't
trigger
see him
all of
again
his
for 3
injuries.
months.
I imagine.
him.
And then everyone blames
Are we talking about the
Poch.
baldy or the
because of
fatty,
Poch.
Lewis?
No, 'cause
I
he's
don't
injured
give
because
mixed
he keeps
signals that
buying
one.
players.
No,
He
no,
keeps
no,
clearly
no.
won't
I
play
will
them.
blame Poch, because ever since that Crystal Palace game, all he's had
Oh,
is
the fatty, okay.
notorious hamstring injuries on repeat.
Ever since I left the city,
Why are you still defending Poch?
Mate, we were fucking
Who
just
defended
as
Poch?
fucking. We're the same
Matt
with
just
Poch and
did.
Leo
He's
Maresca,
defending
bro.
Poch. Just heard him.
Oh, Matt, okay.
I don't even care at this point, mate. Fucking.
You
both the
just
managers, they're all
defended
shit.
Poch, though. I heard you do it.
I
Just
just
for the
want top
record,
four, mate.
Yeah.
just fucking bullshit. Move, man. What's wrong with this page?
Bro, I just want
November
to watch Champions
28th,
League. Is that too much to
2023.
ask? Is that too much to
That's
ask?
the day.
Motherfuckers like Poch. You
That
gotta
is the
be
day
on a different
after
level
the
of
Crystal
weird
Palace
like
game.
Poch, bro.
Yeah.
I just want to watch
And
Champions
look,
League. Games. That's
hamstring
all I
How the
injury,
want.
fuck y'all
I'm
talk
not
about
asking too much.
standards and then y'all defend Poch?
nah, listen.
A nigga that finished sixth.
What's it called? This Lavia thing, I'll be honest.
Weirdest shit I ever heard of in my life. The same
I will
motherfucker
blame
who
him.
bitching
He
about
rushed him back
standards.
for a 30-minute cameo in a game he didn't need to play, and all he's had is hamstring injuries from the day after onwards. I will blame him.
Yeah, listen, I'll be honest. The Lavia talk, man, it's boring. Right? We know what we know what I'm.
Someone give Lavia their hamstring, bro. You don't need it, bro. You're sitting at home, man. Give it to Lavia, man.
Yeah,
Donate it.
I've offered
At
it to
this point,
Reece
I just
James
want-
like how many times?
Yeah, man. Anyway, separately.
Maybe we need
There you
Lewis
go,
to go
man.
on the actual pitch now, since he got the.
Oh no. You don't.
Separately, guys. Who would you not start tomorrow against?
You
Against
was
top
ready to
Spurs.
play right back for us, man.
Caicedo,
That's
is it?
us to move Reece James from there, bro.
Too many roles for me. I
It
wouldn't
doesn't.
understand.
It literally doesn't matter because I just heard on stream. If you're a Chelsea fan worried about a Spurs fixture, you're a pussy. All right. We own Spurs. We own them. 35 years at the bridge,
They're gonna lose
one win
tomorrow.
in all competitions. So don't be worried about Spurs. You're a fucking pussy if you're worried about Spurs.
Andrew,
Yeah.
thank you so much, man.
Facts, Andrew.
You know, I had to argue with someone that on the chat earlier that was telling me,
Me and Andrew had this
Ange
conversation
might
earlier
change
this
his
Oh
style of
fuck!
play
Here
from
comes Prime from the
Said that.
submarine, bro.
Yeah. Me and Andrew had this conversation.
Man said
earlier
Ange
this
is
week.
gonna change his style of play for Maresca.
No, the fuck he's not. He's gonna
No,
play
he's not.
wide the
Listen,
fuck open.
Man played with a high line with 9 men,
You know what's
and
funny
he's gonna
about
change
Ange?
it for us.
You know what's so funny about
He's
Ange? And
still
this,
here, big up, man. But that was fucking crazy, man.
no, that's mad.
I
But
don't
listen,
know
you know
one
what
on
it
this
is?
stream saying they're worried about Spurs because you're a fucking pussy.
Who's worried? No one's worried
I
about
heard
Tottenham.
Matt say it.
Besides
I heard
H in the
Matt
chat,
say
but
he's
yeah.
worried about Spurs.
Okay, fact,
To be
alright,
fair, though,
yeah. But listen,
to be
with
fair, though,
Bro,
every
Matt is
preview
becoming
we
a villain in this panel, bro. Every
no,
time
but
he comes
Tottenham
out, he's
is going
catching
to be
straight.
also cool.
Yeah.
Listen, Tottenham, I'm going to tell you what's going to happen, right? They'll probably have a nice little 20-minute spell where they think they're going to be in the ascendancy and they look like they, I don't know, maybe City. They might try and get a result, and then bang, 1-0 Chelsea. And then what's going to happen is Tottenham are going to again look nice, and then bang 2-0 Chelsea. Half time comes, they'll get 1 goal, and then I don't know, we'll score 2 more around the 70th to the 80th minute, and it'll end 4-1 Chelsea. We won't keep a clean sheet because we can't defend. But yeah,
Who did Ange
that's
say was out today?
Big up, man. It's all love.
Kulusevski and who else did Ange say was out today?
Danzo.
And yeah, there was people got forward that Van der Ven thing yesterday.
Listen, no,
And that's fine. The Van der Ven shook of Jackson
Surfer. You know what it is? I went to the game last year where we played Spurs at home, right? And we had like 16 injuries or whatever. And it was basically academy. We ended up playing Alfie at right back. And we still beat
them.
Huh?
We destroyed them.
No, it wasn't even demolition job. It was just easy work. It was professional.
Not in the scoreline, just in the overall play. We just,
Yeah, no overall play. It was pretty straightforward. No, but Spurs will be easy work, man. That's why I'm asking.
Gilchrist locked up Son, you know.
Yeah, that was
Gilchrist had to have Son move to the other wing.
That was nasty work. That was
nasty.
And then he got locked up by Cucurella. It was hilarious.
That was nasty.
I just got passed around like once.
He was in Gilchrist, Alfie Gilchrist pocket with fucking.
That's why I can't hear the Arsenal fans
like a lighter,
days,
like a whole cigarette was in that pocket.
Yeah, he's been washed for a minute, bruv. Everyone's like, oh, he deliberately missed against Man City. No, he didn't. Like, he went 1-on-1 against Sanchez in the last fixture and shot wide. He's just washed. Brother's just washed.
Oh, listen, that's what I'm asking. Who do you not start? Because, what's his name?
Big up, Jez.
Yeah, big up, Jez.
Who is that? Is that Madison in the front? Yeah, that is.
It's Madison in the Fenerbahce kid.
Oh, fairs, man. Jez, who's your main injuries?
But I'll be honest, I don't even check for team news these days.
Yeah, Jez, you said you ain't watched since January, right?
No, I didn't even watch the North London derby. I'll be real. So I watched the. I think I watched the Liverpool game for a little bit. Then it was like 2-0 and turned the shit off them. But no, I think actually everybody should be back outside Kulusevski, who's out with like a foot injury or something. So I think outside of that, I don't think there's any noticeable
Danzo's out
injuries.
as well, I think.
Yeah, they actually haven't said anything, but even then, I think both Van der Ven and Romero should be fit. So I think we actually gonna have 2 centre backs for the game coming up, man. But I'll be real, it don't matter. It don't matter anyways. To be honest, with which pairing you put at the back, cause like it's kind of crazy. Like I said on Twitter, like when I saw like I seen Chelsea got like bare guys back coming for this game. Outside Lavia, I was like saying, yo, we might get some back shots. No, didn't like it's looking
With the way that you lot play and the way that like we like playing against those sort of teams, as long as we're switched on in the final third, yeah, it's going to be peak for you lots.
Like the thing that maybe helps is the fact that the only time when we don't actually have the ball and we actually look like we're trying to defend is when teams actually want to play football as well. Like Chelsea would like to have possession as well, and if you're gonna exert some sort of level of dominance in terms of having the ball, I think it forces us automatically into going into like a mid block. I don't think we go ever into a low block, but into like at least a mid block, and I think it actually benefits us because like if you give Tottenham the ball, I feel like it's easier to play against Tottenham when you give us the ball, because when you look at the players out wide in possession, they're necessarily not gonna do much. Like Son only beats his fullback when he goes up against a centre back, and the centre back is like in his 30s or something. And on the other side, if it's not going to be Kulusevski or Odegaard, then you go up against Johnson. And I feel like Johnson literally can't do anything on the pitch outside just making the numbers up or putting a tapping into the back of the net. Like, that's the one thing I give him, actually. He knows how to position himself for a tapping, but also
yeah, I've
he
heard
doesn't
your
do
fans
anything.
talk about like the Johnson zone or something.
Yeah, there's
or some shit.
Yeah, like if you put
a mad pause, but we move.
like this is weird because like is weird because like he doesn't really do anything on the pitch, but once he gets into like that part of the pitch, he just always finds himself open. I don't know why. Like even against good teams, he finds himself in the position to always score. That's why he has I think like 7-8 Premier League goals this season. So we do create, like ironically, we do create for him. The issue is we don't create for the other good attackers actually, which is the problem. So I'll be honest, like I mean, just from a general standpoint, this matchup is not a matchup that we do in Everbridge, especially at the Stamford Bridge. And the fact that how we are is kind of like a set, man. Like, do you want to do it? Like, is it going to be like a slow, painful death where, like, it's like one of the scorelines where like it ends 2-0, but you see like bare shots on goal, bare shots in general, but the scoreline is only 2-0 because the team was just wasteful? Or do you gonna give us like a quick one, like quick 4-0, and then in the second half you just letting it go and some shit like that? So I'll be honest, I have no idea how we're gonna win this game, just from a tactical standpoint.
The worst Spurs side I think we're facing. I've ever seen.
Like even Spurs side that wasn't filled with like names were a lot better than this Spurs side in the current time. And I do think it has to play part with the manager, but I also think the players are generally just not that good, in my honest opinion. So I don't know, like even a draw at this point, a draw is even an upset somehow.
See, like, I don't rate your squad, but I don't know if I'd have them like 14th bad.
No,
that's why
we know
the manager thing. I could see you lot as more like top 8, top 9.
Yeah, but that's the problem though. Like when you look at the point difference, I think from like 9 to like where we are, it's not that huge. But it's the points where you have dropped where you shouldn't have dropped, like Leicester at home. Like that was one of the games where I was like, yeah, just put the prize in the bag, yo. Like
you're the only away win since October.
Yeah, like I think we're the only win they had in the Premier League in general.
Since December, yes.
Yes, like it's crazy when you really look at it. So I have no clue how we can even get a draw personally. But if you can somehow scam a draw, I'm running away from the stadium as quickly as possible, bro. Like I'm gonna feel like I'll feel like Robin Hood or some shit. I'm taking the points and then but it's not looking good, man. The only thing though I have to say is don't let Madueke score on us. Like that dude. Like what pisses me off? Madueke. I call him Madueke because the worst. One of the first thing is like when you lost the game but then the scrub scored against you. This is how I feel against like guys like Madueke and Dork Nelly. Like when these guys score against me, that I lose my shit usually. So yeah, man. But
you probably felt that about Jackson.
Man said Madueke.
No.
I found out you see.
I'll be honest. Actually, no. The funny part is, I actually bought Jackson stocks when they were like super low last season, and I was like, I feel good. I feel good. Yeah, I feel good. Yeah, but what you saying?
The Madueke agenda from you is I actually have to respect that. I can't lie.
Bro, you have to keep going, bro. Like you have to keep going.
No, do you know what it is? I respect it because you're dedicated to your cause as much as I'm dedicated to mine.
See, what you would say, man? Two good minds think alike, man. What do they say?
No, but I'm not. No. I don't have a Madueke agenda. I'm saying.
I know, but you have your own agendas, and so like, you know what I'm saying? Like when it comes to this agenda and shit, we know what we have to do.
Yeah, trust me, doing the Lord's work.
Come on, man. Come on. I have to preach it, man. I have to preach it.
There it is. There's a standard tapping. We couldn't beat Ipswich. Yeah, we don't have Disassi playing right back.
Bro, like, but we could beat Leicester. So it's kind of like the same. It's kind of like the same shit, you know. And like, it's like a freak result losing to Ipswich, and then like, you move on from that. But you don't. Most of the time, you don't lose to worse teams. Most of the time, especially if you're in the top.
It's the first little like take on as soon as you talk to someone who's anti Maresca. Oh, we lost to Ipswich. Okay.
I mean, every good manager lost to like a team that you shouldn't lose to. Like, I think Ancelotti this season lost to like Legolas or some shit.
Yeah, fuck it. I remember Mourinho lost to Bradford.
Yeah, man. Like, it happens. It happens, man.
Hey, big up, Jazz.
Big up, Prime. What are you saying, though?
I didn't know you were here.
I don't know what.
Oh, I didn't know you were on the stream. I just got back.
Oh, okay. I jumped up real quick to just say, man, we basically getting our ass blasted, man. Like, no diddy.
I just came in for like a little peace treaty, just like to keep it 2-0 and keep it.
Yeah,
This is what I want personally. Like, I don't want the scoreline to be like 4-5-0. Which is like I think it's gonna be 4-0 Chelsea personally. But if you can keep it 2-2, you know what I'm saying? I was like, you know
I'm
what?
thinking of 3-1. I think we're gonna give you a dumb goal.
It would be like Chelsea to at least concede like one goal.
You know what?
It would be like Chelsea.
Just what's it called? Literally, there's only one thing I want to happen just so I control Jez. I need Noni to do what he did against Wolves against Tottenham. Do you know how funny that would be?
Alright, bro, I'll be honest, I disown the team if this guy scores a hat-trick. I'll be honest, bro. That guy cannot score a hat-trick against us. Like, what? That guy.
If Noni scores a hat-trick, Jez, I promise you, listen, you're my guy. Jez, you're my guy. I've got loads of time in the world for you. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to troll you for a very long time if that happens.
Hold on, if Neto scores the hat-trick, then what happens?
And I will disappear and you won't see me for a very long time.
I respect the game. I respect the game.
But judging by the fact that Neto has 4 league goals in 5 years, I don't think that'll happen.
Say this.
Who's injured? I generally don't know actually who's injured for us. I'll be so real.
You know what's even funny? Prem, now you mentioned it, I actually think Neto will score, That's what's crazy.
Oh, you mean Lavia? I forgot his name is Romeo. My but I can't lie. Bro, that guy, that's my baller right there, man. Like I don't prop a lot of Chelsea players. When it comes to him though, I have a lot of time in it. So like I hate to see that he's like actually injured. Like so
he's special, man. He's real special.
It's peak. It's like when I say like all the time, like because obviously I have like obviously a lot of Spurs fans as well who like I know in person. I always say like between the 2010s, like I always say like Hazard is one of my favorite players to watch. And like, how can you say that? Bro, I enjoy football more than I enjoy supporting my team, and so it's like sometimes I can put my biases aside in that.
Yeah, so I don't know if you're trying to throw a dig, but as a Tottenham fan, I feel like you have to. You got to.
Yeah, I feel like you have to. I get that, but it's just where I just different in terms of like. I've always been like that. In terms, I wanted Arsenal players though. Like Arsenal players, I don't do that for. Like I just have a bigger hate for Arsenal than for Chelsea, but I still hate Chelsea.
With you, man. Even though I'd say that we're the more heated rivalry, which I don't get, but
it's fun. It's hella funny.
Arsenal, fuck anyone but Arsenal. Anyone but Arsenal.
Literally.
True. I've told the man them before. I dislike Liverpool more than Tottenham.
No, that's I kind of heard what you saying though.
Each their own. We got a strong rivalry there.
Not more than. I don't dislike anyone more than Arsenal, but everyone knows my beef for Liverpool, and yeah, I don't need to say too much.
Actually makes sense though. The whole UCL run that we had in the noughties, and the fact that we've lost how many fucking finals to them in the last couple of years. I get it.
And the fact that they are the worst. That they are probably on. Okay. In real life, it's Arsenal. On socials, it's easily Liverpool. Liverpool fans online are the worst.
Yeah, that's where you lose me. I can't. I think Arsenal fans are way worse online.
Yeah. No, Arsenal fans are way worse in real life. Online, they're not as bad. As
I think there's equally as bad, but I don't care. Like when I see an Arsenal, I see a little kid with an Arsenal kid. I want to spit on his face, low key. But obviously, I have to. But obviously, I can't do that. I ain't trying to get in trouble. But I was like, this is how much hate I have for Arsenal. Like, I see little kids. Fuck them kids.
Don't let your Arsenal hatred make you catch a charge.
The only thing about Spurs losses which are funny, and it's not even that funny anymore because. It's just it's because
it's irregular. We lose like I see guys like hyping up. Oh shit, we won against Tottenham, bro. We lose every week, bro. Like we have like 50 losses.
This is what I'm saying, though, isn't it? This is what I'm saying. When you guys lose, the only thing that's funny is expressions, reactions. But recently, they've just become more depressing than rage or whatever.
No, but honestly, I generally don't get any Spurs fan that at this point gets angry, like this season at least, because like bro, like we lose every week, like. I generally don't get the point. Like, if you're angry that the manager hasn't been sacked, then I kind of get it. But even then, like, if the manager gets sacked, it's gonna be Ryan Mason till the end of the season. I hope people know that. So it's gonna be Ryan Mason till the end of the season. You're not gonna go like because we've been linked to Silver Thomas Frank and Areola, yeah, they're not gonna come to us mid-season to manage like what 8 matches then after this one. So you do know it's gonna be Ryan Mason.
Oh,
like, generally
speaking
speaking,
of which, Jez,
yeah.
I did Mud Brothers with
What's it called? Jez, what happened? Another thing. What's happened to my boy? What's it called? What's happened to my boy Bugval?
Oh no, he's been actually one of the few positives this season actually. Well, like if I ever tune in, generally speaking, for the few Tottenham games I actually tune in for, which is like Europa and maybe like 20 minutes of like Premier League matches, is only to watch him and a couple other youngsters. Like I think he's actually like if he was on a better team this season, like I feel like for example if he was on the Bournemouth or Brighton, I think a lot of people would talk about how his performances this season and would hype it up a lot more. Like I think he's been really solid this season. Watch it.
Who's that?
Lucas Perkle.
I think
I heard good things about him around January. I don't know if he's in the same run of form, but
no, he's still in the great. Like he was extremely hot in January because he was scoring as well. But his performance has been generally like solid. Like one of the very few midfielders in our team who actually consistently perform for us. Unlike a number 10, but I don't want to speak about him for today. I don't want to speak about the number 10. But I don't even want to say his name. I don't want to see his name. He took Harry Kane's shirt, bro. Like all I have to say, but I don't even want to say his name
he
today.
scores tomorrow though. He might end up shushing you.
Bro, he better shush. He better
like
shush.
Roy Keane again, bro, and all that.
Bro, he better shush his way out of the football club. Like this is what I want. But yeah, I don't want to speak about that dude, man. I'll be honest. Like if he scores, it's still like if he scores the first goal of the game tomorrow, it's still 0-0 in my eyes.
Who?
I don't care about it.
Jez. Hey, Jez is doing what I do. Man.
Oh, hold up. So if Spurs win 1-0 with a Madison goal, is it 0-0 at the
Bro, we drew the game. We drew the game, man.
Hey,
like, I don't care, bro.
Jez is doing what I do, man. Facts.
No, listen, you know what it is with Madison? Madison's one of those guys where you know it's so funny.
Whenever certain okay.
Wait, sorry, go on.
Actually, let Brad speak because he wants to ask me something as well. Let him speak, man.
Speak your man, gang.
Nah, it's cool. Waffle away, abs.
Oh man. Say what you're saying, bro.
Nah, it's fine. Waffle away.
No, go speak, man.
Bro, talk. Waffle away.
No, I'm telling you.
It's a big up Manda, man. Big up Lewis Prime.
Big up Yasser.
Oh, sure, you're a big up Yasser, man.
Do you know what's funny with Madison?
But nah, Jez. Okay, no, you want to waffle. It's
fine. Alright, I'm going on mute. I'm actually going to speak.
Prime, speak.
Oh, the waffling's gone. Crazy. Yeah, Jez, you were talking about Ryan Mason and stuff like that. I was on Mud Brothers last night, 2 nights ago.
Yeah, Monday.
Yeah, Monday. And talking with found abs kryptonite. Talking with MD Nero and stuff, and he was talking about how not only does he want Ange gone, he wants Ryan Mason to get the job because, basically, he wants to do the whole thing of burn everything to the ground. And
I said this to Curry. I said to Curry prior because he told me that a couple of days ago too, like in 2 days, like when we was doing NBA watch along, and I'll be honest, I heard what he's trying to say because it's looking peak because I'm actually one of the firm believers. Like if we actually had a better ownership, we generally could be a lot more successful at least what we are right now, or at least we could be actually more of a threat and taken more seriously if you had the actual ownership. Because I think even I don't know if I told you that, but I think Levy said something on Monday on a random article came out from the football club, and he said, "Oh, actually no. Can I just bring that up real quick? Hold on. Let me share this instead. Actually, 1 sec.
Yeah, go for it, bro.
Yeah, 1 sec. All right. Sorry, Chuck, for the Spurs propaganda, man. I know you guys don't probably want to see it, man, but hey, man.
Oh well, I gotta take my move.
Oh no, that's not true. There's at least one Chelsea fan watching this.
That wants us to lose. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Say a name a few times, foul will pop up.
Batter.
Oh, no, it's DJ. Oh, big up. I was going to say, that would be record timing, bro.
Fatou definitely would
went out, so I had to come back in. I don't know how it happened.
No worries, brother.
Fatou is definitely a type of guy. He's definitely a type of guy to want us to win just for one reason only. But I'm alone for today. But that's basically what he said on Monday in the statement. It's like, often we cause for us to spend more. Given that we are ranked as the 9th richest club in the world, however, a close examination of today's financial figures reveals that such spending must be sustainable in the long term and within our operating revenues. Our capacity to generate recurring revenues determines our spending power. We can spend what we do not have, and we will not compromise the financial stability. So basically, he told all the fans, we literally Brighton and Albion FC now. That is what basically he's saying. After all the shit he was saying about how.
Hey, Jez, welcome to the club.
Bro, this one is like the game changed the stadium. Like this is the game changed the stadium, and we're sitting 14th in the Premier League, like or some shit like that. And it's like, and I honestly, when I heard people say like they want to see the team do bad, I kind of heard like obviously I don't want the team to lose first and foremost. I'm not the type of guy. Well, for agenda purposes sometimes, but most of the times I actually want the team to win.
Things are different for different clubs, though. I could get it for you, man. Like, if you went to the championship, you might have your most enjoyable season in decades.
Probably because we might not even win the championship, but we probably might get promoted. But
oh god, imagine! No, if you not finish second, then just scam the trophy off that.
But it would be something like us to do so. So it's like it's kind of funny, but at least we get still promoted. But fuck, we couldn't even win the championship. But bro, like that's why I always don't get necessarily. Like I get the understanding, like sometimes why Chelsea fans have like a whim for like the ownership because like there could be a fear, like you know what, maybe the ownership might be lying, and later to turn out to be just a couple of just a piece of dog shit, like lying to everybody. But like without clear evidence, you can't really make these assumptions. And I feel like at least you're trying to do something where I'm like can look at it and say, no, at least you're getting guys in, trying to make things happen. We are like sitting here, like I can tell you like every error before the club makes the error. Then when the error happens, I'm like, yeah, it happens, man. Like so, even at this point, like I'm seeing the list of managers that we're linked with, and I'm like, cool. Like these managers are cool, but they're necessarily not going to change it. We're still going to be a joke club. We're still going to be a joke. So it's like it doesn't really matter in the end of the day. And so peak.
You'd be a joke
So I
club
kind of
until you just win some trophies. I just push for a couple.
See, this is the funniest part, though.
Well, I can't lie. You might forfeit the conference and sack Jose 6 days before a final. Maybe it's
I never agree with that at all. Like, I feel like even if you look at the final, if you
I only know one person who agreed with that.
Hey,
I know. I don't want to start. I don't want a war to start. I don't want a war to start. That's why I'm like, don't speak about it usually.
No. That's the problem. The problem is Fator. Fator is the real problem.
Fator probably bucks the reason.
We've been knowing that guy's a problem, though, innit?
Yeah, bro. Fator, bro sold out Chelsea.
Listen,
he sold out his own club, you know.
Let me just say before you continue, Jez. All you people that say I'm not proper Chelsea, Fatter sold out our club for a woman. So don't have a go at me. I'd never do that. Okay?
No.
Hey, listen, all I'm saying is what's it called?
Fatter didn't probably a woman. That's the funny thing. Crazy.
Oh, that's crazy. You know what's separately, you know the non-proper Chelsea thing. Have you clocked that there's a lot of people who are so anti-Maresca they actually want Tottenham to win tomorrow?
Yep.
Crazy.
I think it'll be the final nail in the coffin. Yeah.
And you know what's funny? There's people who wanted Arsenal to beat us, and to be fair, they got what they wanted in the end.
Yeah. But not in the manner in which they expected, though.
Yeah, there are people who want us to fail to suit their agendas.
There are people who want us to be. There are people who want us to lose, like they've been wanting us to lose all season.
Yeah, Johnny Minerals.
Oh, but I find it odd though. Like you know what it's like. Like even if you have like an agenda, like sure, at least you don't want to lose to like certain teams regardless of your agenda. But it's like you letting your agenda really get that ahead that you even say like fuck it, even if it meets against the rivals. it's crazy. Honestly, that's crazy to me personally.
Yeah,
Like this
I
is
mean,
probably
like,
the easy. That's the easiest. It's the easiest 3 points I think Chelsea will have this season personally. Like even the game at the Tottenham Stadium was at least more competitive because like we at least tried to stop happen until we just collapsed.
You know what, Jez? I'll be
I
honest.
don't
And I
think your
don't.
season's like completely in the bin then as it was now.
Yeah, like it's good. Like at least you could. Yeah, I understand. Like you can at least say, you know what? Let's see, guys come maybe back from injury. Maybe we do some shit from a tactical standpoint. January window. This at this point, it's like if it's not Europa League, it's kind of like whatever this season. Like a loss to Chelsea is like another Premier League. Like losing to Chelsea this season is like losing to Leicester. To me personally, like it's just another game for me in the Premier League. Or it's literally all eyes in the Europa League. And I think Ange said not in the press conference, but he kind of said how he basically knows himself that he's going to get fired at some point this season because I don't think we're going to win the Europa League. He doesn't believe it, I think. So doesn't do the players. So I feel like even himself, he's kind of admitting defeat pretty much. So it's kind of like it's like that season. This game is more big. It's more important for Chelsea to make sure they get into the top 4. That's really what it is. Like don't even leave the game with anything but like 3 points kind of situation.
Because our last 4 games are so fucked, we need to make the most out of the 5 before that. And bar Fulham away, everything else is winnable. Everything else.
Yeah, they're all a bit. They're all difficult in their own ways. But what's it called? All the Maresca haters.
What, Brentford and Ipswich?
Brentford always raise their game against us. Come on, let's keep it 100.
I know, but it's like I've looked at their home form this year, and I'm thinking, hey, I see something. They've won 1 home game this year. They've not been good at all.
Oh, hopefully we beat them then. And
Like first off the campaign, I think they were unbeaten at home. They were cooking.
Oh yeah. So I was gonna ask. They've won 1 home game this calendar year. You mean?
Yeah, calendar year they've got 1 home win.
Well, I'm telling you, you let them this whole idea of Brentford that they're like
And
they're
then
just tryhards. They're tryhards, man. I'm telling you.
Man, Brentford, what's it called? I don't know. I'm looking at next. So should we run a quick predict this thing then for the next 5? Not all of them, just the next few.
Yeah, that's calm.
All right, so let me see. So we've got Spurs at home, Brentford away, Ipswich at home, Fulham away, and then Everton at home. All right, so Spurs at home. Everyone thinks we'll win that?
Dub.
Yes. Facts.
Yes.
So unanimous dub. Okay, cool. That's 3 out of 3 so far. Brentford away.
Win.
Anyone want to
I'm not the Chelsea fan, man. I'm just here, man. I'm just here so I won't get fined.
Listen, any opposition to that?
No, I think it's another victory.
Okay, fair enough. Ipswich, so 6 out of 6 so far. Ipswich at home.
Yeah, easy win. I want us to make a statement out of that one.
Okay. Again, nobody trying to object. Not CJ, not Pram, not Nathan.
Nope.
Okay.
Silence is compliance.
Wait, what was Ab saying? I missed that part.
Are we beating Ipswich?
I fucking hope so, bro.
No, it's a simple yes or no.
Yes, we are.
Yeah, okay, cool. And I'm guessing you think that we're gonna beat Spurs and what's their names?
Brentford.
Probably not. Probably.
Bro, we really turned into. Bro, we really went into Stanford and Brentford and them. I know these days.
No. This why CJ. This is why I asked though. So you don't think we'll beat Brentford?
I don't think so, bro. We never do anyway. So no.
So you think that's a draw or loss?
I'll pray for a draw. I'm expecting a loss.
I think that would be a draw personally.
I've got it as a win, but each their own.
Yeah.
All right. Well, majority rules because I think Nathan and Lewis both said dub, so guess that goes to the dub. So that's 6 out of 6. Ipswich, everyone's agreed that that's a W. Fulham away.
Win that.
Win that, bro. Like.
Although I expect them to play differently to the way they play against Arsenal, but still.
So let me just get this straight. You think that we'll beat Fulham, but we won't beat Brentford?
Bro, Brentford is the team that we always think we're gonna beat them, and then somehow we lose to that.
But also, Fulham are in better form though.
Exactly.
Maybe not recently with the last two games. So let me
When
check
it comes
everything.
to Charity FC, we always do stuff like that. We lose to Brentford when we're supposed to win, and then we win.
No, I'm actually wrong. Brentford are in better form. Brentford are in better form.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay. All right. So, what's everyone saying on Fulham? What's the So, Lewis, I'm guessing you're saying that's a win.
Yes, but like I say it with less confidence than Brentford.
No. It needs to be. It's an in-out.
Yes.
So 100%. Okay, cool. Nathan.
Yeah, we'll beat him.
CJ saying it's a dub. Prem.
Prime.
No, it doesn't. Bro, this word doesn't matter anyway, man. Continue.
All right. Well, I personally have that. I personally have the Fulham game down as a draw. And last but not least,
I was concentrated in the milk, man. I respect
it. Last but not least, what's their names? Everton.
Is it home or away?
Home. I can still see a victory in that.
We win in that game, bro. We win in that game.
It's the last four I've got question marks about. But this one, I really think 4 wins out of 5 we should be getting. Fulham's a bit of a question mark. But the rest, I think we should be winning.
Listen, I would happily sacrifice 2 wins from that next 5-game run to get 6 points against Scunthorpe and Man United.
I hear it.
Because
I'd rather just get both, though. I'll be real. I'm greedy.
No, but you know what it is, Lewis? You know Liverpool. I really hate saying this, and this is why I need Arsenal to drop points sooner rather than later. Liverpool could potentially win the league at Stamford Bridge. Do you know how embarrassing?
I think it's already passed, though. I think as long as both teams don't drop any more points, they win it the game before.
Well, really? I thought it was the other way around. I thought if both teams don't drop any points, then they win it at Stamford.
No, but then I think Arsenal's loss. I think the drop points against United was what's pushed it back. So as long as Liverpool don't drop any more points and Arsenal don't, it will be the game before.
Yeah, well, they'll win the
and
league.
Ideally, that's the case because if we get Liverpool on the beach, I have a bit more optimism for that game.
Listen, Liverpool. If you know how embarrassing it'd be if Liverpool won the league at Stamford Bridge.
Yeah, trust. Every year they come into our ground chanting we won the league at Stamford Bridge. I get it. I completely get it.
Oh, I can relate that feeling, but not Liverpool, but
Arsenal.
Yeah,
See, it hits worse for you than us. They tried chant we won the league at Stamford Bridge. It was 1913. No one cares. Like your dad weren't alive for that.
No. Here's the difference, though, right, Jez? When you lost, when Arsenal won the league at your gaff, they won it in the pre-social media era. Do you know that would be the most embarrassing, loss for any so-called big team in the social media era?
Bro, in the social media, bro, I'll be honest, like I'm my goat. Bro, I'm not staying on the football thing no more. If that would happen in the modern day, so. But I always say that.
If that happens, I'm out of here, man.
Sure. I mean, if Liverpool win
it doesn't help that I hate Liverpool. If it was anyone else, I wouldn't really give a shit. But those guys of all people, fuck that. No way.
Yes.
If Arsenal won the league, I might have to take a week off.
We're not winning that game, bro. You know we're not winning that Liverpool game. Come on now, bro.
CJ,
if they've got a league to fight for, curtains.
Hey, Osimhen scored, man.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's what you were locked in for. Oh, fair enough.
Prime.
I was also doing other stuff. Oh, speaking of clips and stuff, Lewis. Hey, you know what I found in my archives?
Oh no.
Because I was doing something for Neto anyway, right? And I was trying to look for something, bro. Hey, anyone remember when Igal paid it himself blue?
Yes, yeah. After we won the UCL.
Dude, do you also remember on that same stream, Igal, he, the Chelsea chant, blue is the color. You not remember
Yeah.
that was singing that chant as well.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah. Hey, save
That is nasty
I have
work,
it.
you know.
I have it.
Yo, the community needs that blood.
Yeah. Listen, in due time, people. But hey.
Yo, can I ask a question?
Man
Because
tried to
Chelsea.
ask me to make the same bet. I'm like, no. I'll never bet to like paint my face red or wear an Arsenal shirt or sing North London Forever or any of that garbage.
See, this is why it makes more sense that Igal,
Anything for a dollar.
Igal went on the terrace not 20 minutes after we'd won the Club World Cup, trying to use Wikipedia to why it's not a real trophy.
No, I remember the stream.
Did he?
I remember that stream. You know, like I saw it on Twitter, like trending. I was like, yo,
Agenda FC. I watched back the Arsenal Chelsea, who's a bigger club thing from Agenda FC. Igal trying to say that if he said something like if the Carabao Cup doesn't count as a trophy, then neither does the Club World Cup.
Yeah, man, it was so cool. You know what? The funniest thing, the funniest Arsenal versus Chelsea preview I remember is, you remember when you remember the game when Smith Rowe got the winner 1-0 at Stamford Bridge? Unfortunately, the preview before that was jokes because
when we were going to win
there was this one stream. I think it was it on Lewis's? Yeah, it was. It was Monster, Lewis, that Kazi, bro, and then everyone was doing, what was it? Everyone was singing the whole the Thomas Partey song. You know, the one that AFTV made.
Yeah,
oh,
I know that song.
That was time ago, you know.
I think I've got it.
Those were the good old days for real.
Oh my, yeah, I found it.
Wait,
you've unlocked a lot of memories with this one, bro.
Wait, you found what?
The blue is the color.
Oh.
Football is the game. What's the other thing?
We're all together.
We're all together. What else?
And winning is our aim.
Winning is our aim. Okay.
So cheer us on through the sun and rain.
Cheer us on into the sun and rain. Okay.
Because Chelsea is our name.
Okay. Chelsea is the name. I'm done, guys. I'm done.
No.
I swear that was such a great weekend, man. That was fucking unreal, man.
You know what's annoying? Remember when Chelsea tweeted out for our like 120th birthday or something? What's your favorite memory? And he got quote tweeted that saying that when Arsenal beat Chelsea 5-0. Bro, I wish I'd remember this because I would have actually. Could I even still respond to that?
Probably.
Yeah,
I mean, if you can find the tweet, then probably.
Yeah, you know what's so funny? Do you remember? You know what guys reminds me of that. Have you not seen Grown Ups?
Yeah, I've seen the. It's a movie, right?
You know the second one when the school principal paints himself blue. Gal looks exactly that.
Fair play to him, because if I got myself in a situation like that, I'd just refuse. I won't front. I'd be petty like that. Be like, you're not a man of your word. Damn right when it comes to shit like that. Yeah, fuck that. I ain't painting my face red. I ain't singing North London Forever. I ain't wearing no rival shirt. No, nothing.
Speaking of receipts, if anyone can find when Lewis was saying that it's not your fault, Potter, it's the players. Can you send that to me, please?
I'm surprised you can't. I'm surprised you don't already have that.
No, I don't. And Fatter has
I could find that for you.
Yeah, could you if you can find it, can you send it to me? Because Fatter has like 1 billion Twitter accounts, and I can't find it.
Yeah, one second.
What like we say like what to scout around like the world or why does he have like 1,000?
Bro, yes. Fatter's got like he's Simpson different area codes, bro.
Fatter's probably got about 15 different burners which he uses for simping.
Oh, brother!
I literally just said that.
Alright, let me repeat it, man.
I had to double down for you, bro.
Damn, like this is how you do. This is how you do a brother. Crazy.
Yeah, post it.
But yo, I have a quick question. I have a quick question that obviously after the clip, innit?
Oh no worries. You might as well drop it now. I'm still. Such.
Oh no, okay. Because I have a question about like how you actually feel about this end run of the season in terms of the Chelsea and your current team and performances. Because obviously, I don't speak about Chelsea like a lot. Obviously, obvious reasons. But obviously, I would like to hear from like Chelsea fans instead of like having like rival fans have their opinions from Chelsea. Like, I actually want to hear from actual Chelsea fans, like how what the target is, what if the target doesn't get achieved, and about certain players.
See, for me, like, I'm more worried about the last 4 games. Everything else before that, I think with the players that we have coming back, we should be a lot more prolific and a lot more threatening in the final third. So we should be able to navigate through that. And if we do that, I expect teams around us to drop points. So maybe we can consolidate fourth a bit more. Then you get to the last 4 games, and genuinely, I'm just praying to God. Because I don't know.
You don't believe what is it like? Is it you don't believe necessarily the players, the manager, in terms of not being able to get the results, or what is it that you don't think you can get the results in there? Like,
It's a range of things. Players missing chances. We are such bozos when it comes to conceding goals because nearly everyone comes to an individual mistake. Nearly every single one. So like it's individuals, and then it's the manager's ability to change things up. Sometimes he's good at it, sometimes he isn't. So it'd be a bit of both. Like we can start out games well, and then sometimes we don't really have a response when things change up, or the subs are late. And yeah, individuals on both ends of the pitch.
No, that's fair still.
But as a structure, like it's not really a problem. It'd be less of a problem if we had better recruitment. Because a lot of the issues is we can just sit back against Chelsea because they have no box present striker, so we can just let them cross or pass the ball around. There's no one there for them to do it.
And I think that's been one of our biggest problems this season. We've never had someone who could just kill off games. We keep giving the opposition a lifeline time and time and time again. Because a couple of games this season, if we score just that second goal, we got an extra like 9 points right now. So it's just something we got to look at next season. I ain't gonna lie, or else we're gonna be back here again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Targets wise, it should be like obviously top 4 and win the Conference League. This is where we find ourselves right now. No excuse. And realistically, if he don't achieve any of those, then he should be fired. But we know he's not going to get fired, Maresca.
Yeah, they've already said that they're going to back him until next season anyway. I don't think that's going to change.
Yeah, it won't change.
I don't, because I don't see personally Chelsea like even if it's like let's say top 5 like I personally think top 5 still get Champions League for England most likely anyway. So I think he's going to be fine. But then do you think then next season should be the Maresca like on? You should be at least competing, or is it more a summer?
Yes.
The way the summer goes.
Yes. No. Next season we have to be competing for the Prem.
Yeah.
Even if the summer is like even if the summer is mediocre, you still think that he should be competing.
No, I'll be expecting it, but like if we don't get that, someone's going to be to blame. It might be Maresca, it might be another season of shite recruitment. It could be a variation of the two, but the expectation should be to compete for the league. And if we don't get that, someone's going to be to blame for it.
No, that's fair enough. But still, because like
ultimately for me, it's like as soon as you get top 4, it's no longer a target. It shouldn't be.
No, 100%. Like, I agree. Like, it shouldn't be a thing like next season. Like, just because there's like a mediocre window, it's just another top 4 season. Like, because then this is ironically how you turn into Tottenham, where like you get top 4, you're happy that you get top 4, but then the next season, the target's top 4 again. But hold on, like that's not progression though.
Exactly.
That's not progression still. So I heard that.
Yeah.
Okay, no, that's fair. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. Still, like
the thing is, like we're pretty much solving like at least 3 of our problems in our team by just recalling players from loan.
Is it on Twitter or?
Yeah, I just sent it to you.
But yeah, it just depends on if we sign that striker that we're supposed to be after.
No what?
Just depends on the striker. If we sign the
I can't believe you guys. I can't believe you actually said that, man. Crazy. Thank you, Lutz.
No, I still stand by it, even though like Potter was probably more of a problem than I gave him credit. Players was still the main one.
But Lewis, can you share screen? Yeah. Does anyone remember this from Jimmy?
Sugo. Oh yeah. This must have been from a couple weeks ago, months ago.
Can I get? Is this thing on? Hello. Can I get? Is this thing on? Hello. Give me on the big screen.
Oh.
It's happening again. It's happening again. Tottenham Hotspur is happening again. It's happening again. It's happening again. Tottenham Hotspur is happening again.
Damn, a jazz version out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that jazz version is cold.
Great ribbon, man. Real shit. Oh, fucking hell. But yeah, I'm just annoyed that Fata ended the video before he caught me saying sell Havertz. That could have gone mainstream. It's fuming. I only got half
you
of
said
it.
so. Oh, why do we only know that now?
Like the last second of the video, you can hear sell hat, and then it just cuts out.
Hold on.
It was fuming. Yeah, no worries, man, Jez. Great to have you on anyway. Big up, man. Big up. Also, safe reminder.
You're right. I just listened to it. You're right. I heard sell half. I heard it.
And then he just cuts out off at the end. I was fuming. You're this close to greatness. Can't be bothered, bruv. Can't be bothered. Right. Who's live that we like? I'm gonna send everyone off and then step out. Anyone live that we like? Judge Mo. Come on, we'll send everyone over to Judge Mo. All right, big up everyone that's locked in. We will might be back tomorrow for the watch along still. So yeah, keep a lookout for that. And yeah, big up everybody. Big up everybody. Up the Chelsea. All of that. Everybody head over to Mo's channel, tell him Forza AC Milan and up the Chelsea.